impactful, cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show? The Wendy Williams Experience.
To bring you our feature presentation.
What you're here are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen. From west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate the flag.
Ain't nobody.
It is phenomenal.
Like the queen.
Right here.
Who the world is this? With so much drama.
From yo block to yo block, heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? With so much
Again and again. Wendy Williams, bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like that perception. The winner of the Game Sheet of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing.
You know, it's so funny that China's the first thing that you hear, because I was just giggling at our guest that's coming in today and thinking about what a great time we had last time she was here. Janice Dickinson's coming in. Now, the reason that I correlate China is because in her own wacky way, Janice is as crazy as China, and the two of them made great guests here on the show. And so Janice is coming in today. As you know, a few weeks ago, I talked to you about a modeling agency that she's opening up and the way she's getting her models, at least a portion of the models is through this new television show that she is starting in the spring. But she's in New York City for Fashion Week, and so she should be in rare form. So our friend to the show, Janice Dickinson, will be making another appearance on the Wendy Williams Experience. Plus, today during Advice Hour, I want to talk to you about cupping. And I'm going to have a cupping expert on the show via telephone. You know, cupping, Gwyneth gets it, and oh, geez, a couple other celebrities get it, but it's affordable, and it might be something that you want to do. Cupping, I'll explain. Plus, we'll gossip, as usual, about some of our favorites, including Beyonce, Nas, Dave Chappelle, and Oprah. Have we exhausted that, or do you still want to weigh in on Dave Chappelle on Oprah? Because you can if you want. I wanted to talk with you about Johnny Mathis and Leif Garrett. Yeah, a couple of blasts from the past. Oh, and guess what? I've got an update on the Wendy Williams Experience podcast. Yeah, so keep it where you got it. And we have tickets for Puerto Rico. Yeah. All right, so we got a full show. We're good to go. You are. And we're giving away jewelry. Ah, great. You are at the place to be, the Wendy Williams Experience. Thank you.
Hey, this is Persia White.
What's up? This is Rolanda Watts.
This is Rachel True, Mona from Half and Half, and you are listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
All people in the struggle, you think God's forgotten about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
That's what I'm doing. Hey, Goose. What Goose says goes. He's steering the wheel. I'm sitting in the back reading magazines. You can picture that's how the show goes, because that's how it goes. Goose is on the buttons. Hey, everybody. How are you?
Hey.
All right. Hey. Guess what? It is time to go to Puerto Rico. 866-GET-WENDY. If you are listening within the sound of my voice right now, This is wide open for you to go. We're going to Puerto Rico. Call now. I'm looking for caller number 10 on the phones. 866-GET-WENDY. We got about, whoa, look at the phone lines. Oh, the phone lines are crazy. 866-GET-WENDY. It's 866-GET-WENDY. 866-GET-WENDY. Leave the Y off for... We're going to Puerto Rico. ¿Cómo está? March 30th through April 2nd. Wouldn't you just love to absorb the sun around the pool together and party and drink the night away together and enjoy karaoke and the Wendy Williams comedy experience featuring the world famous Drew Frazier and Capone, the gangster of comedy together? Ew, and how about Saturday, April 1st? Which coincidentally is April Fool's, when we have the big private party on Palomino Island off the coast of El Conquistador Hotel and Resort and Casino. Hotel Resort Spa. Keisha Cole's going to be putting it down at our island party. Oh my gosh! Speaking of down, get down with this trip and call now 866-GET-WENDY and go for free. If it's free, it's for you. However, if you just want to simply dial up to get the damn trip, you don't want to wait for all the formalities. Man, why don't I have the Puerto Rico telephone number in here? Anthony, head of all marketing. Oh, here it is. 888-212-4534. Boy, this is a better value than I thought that it was originally to go on this trip. It's like $2,000 for two people. I think they said $1,700. Call the travel agent. Don't quote me on anything. Just call 888-212-4534. If you don't want to participate in the contest and you'd just rather, just call up and book your trip. Come on, let's dance the night away. Let's party the day away. Let's drink until we can't drink no more. It's presented by Bally's. You know why Bally's is good for this trip? Because we're going to Puerto Rico and people are going to be staring at you in your tankini saying to themselves, if you lost the extra 10 pounds, you wouldn't be wearing a tankini cheating. You could actually wear that bra top and, look, whatever you wear, whatever you do, let's come and party. No judgments. This trip is also courtesy of Diet Pepsi. Get it? Diet. It's crisp and refreshing. It helps you get in shape for Puerto Rico. Okay. We're going. So while I wait for notification from the phones that we got our winner or whatever, it's so confusing. Hey, did you know that Amy Fisher and Joey Buttafuoco are planning to get together on TV?
Wow.
Well, yeah. Remember Joey Buttafuoco from Long Island, the statutory rape back in 1992? Amy Fisher, the lovelorn 16-year-old, showed up on the doorstep of this older man, Joey, who she was jumping off with, and shot his wife, Mary Jo, in the face. And she lived. Yeah, she lived. And so Joey's now 49, and Amy Fisher is now 31, and there's a healing process, and they're apparently planning on taking this to TV. I don't know what, when, or where, but I saw both Amy Fisher movies when they came on TV. I was all into that story. Yes, I was. That Merriweather fight is coming up with Zab Judah. Shout out to Zab. Is that still on April 8th? It's going to be out in Vegas. Boy, I wish I was in Atlantic City. I can't take any more time. Not like that. I would love to go out there and see that fight, but we had just gotten back from Puerto Rico the week before. Who can do that? Damn, shout out to Zab, though. Shout out to Miss Judah. I only have eyes for you. Name that group. The Flamingos. Okay, it's not exactly like I knew, but the Flamingos sang that song and they're being sued by, they're suing Pepsi. Good. I love when the little man comes after the big man. And look, this is a clear-cut case of the Flamingos are going to get their dough. Pepsi apparently thought they were dealing with some idiots or a bunch of dead people. Wow. That song was a big doo-wop hit in the 50s. And the Pepsi company is using it. And so now the group wants to ban Pepsi from using that song without permission. Translation, that means the group wants money. So the two surviving members of the Flamingos, Terry Johnson and Tommy Hunt, and the estates of the deceased members want to share in this judgment that they filed for $250,000. Doesn't seem like enough money, does it? Still, that's a good one. That's a good one, isn't it? That's a good lawsuit. Wow. Keith Sweat is luxuriating as a new businessman. He has the S Hotel, like, you know, the W Hotel. He has the S Hotel in Atlanta, 294 rooms, designed by Keith himself. And the place apparently just celebrated their grand opening. I think it was this past weekend. Each room comes with flat screen television, CD and DVD players, high-speed wireless internet connections, big, beautiful bathrooms, separate walk-in power showers, and a number of the rooms, they say, have beautiful views of downtown Atlanta. In addition, the hotel, they say, offers several smaller meeting rooms and business centers, club lounge with complimentary breakfast, all-day refreshments, 220 car parking spaces. How does a gym, a sauna, and a steam room? How does Swick do this? Oh, the opening ceremonies take place. Isn't this great? Valentine's Day, February 14th. How perfect is that? Everybody be boning up in all 294 rooms. Charlie Wilson's supposed to be there. We love him. Cut Close. Where they been? And Silk. Who? Yep. And then the night is going to be filmed and sold for DVD. I hear that, Keith. I've always dug him. I saw him in Atlantic City a few weeks ago hosting the show. He didn't mention anything about this big venture. Wow, Keith. This is really happening.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't get to Atlanta hardly at all, but when I do, I would love to just be able to stay at the S Hotel. All right, what is going on? Are the phone lines all broken? Can we just hit... Oh, they already had somebody on hold. They were taking his information. All right, well, you put him on hold and let me talk to him for a moment. He's on line 2. Hello?
Yes.
Hi! You're calling number 10.
Is this Wendy?
Apparently, yes, it is.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi! So now I see your name is in the computer and all. I think that this is you. They already started taking your information. What's your name?
Justin.
And where are you calling from, Justin?
Richmond, Virginia.
Fabulous. Justin, we are going to Puerto Rico together.
That's what's up.
And you can bring somebody with you.
Okay.
We're going to have a wonderful time. March 30th through April 2nd. We're staying at the 5-star El Conquistador Resort. And it's a spa. The funny man, Steve Harvey, is having a big celebrity golf tournament going on at the same time. It's me and Steve's trip, you know.
Okay.
Now, Steve likes to do golf and that type of thing. And me, I like to party and BS. So, you know, you can do whatever you want on the trip because, you know, this is our gift to you. Thank you so much for listening to the show.
Not a problem.
Oh, Justin, darling. Who are you going to bring?
I'm not sure yet. Not sure. Probably my best friend.
Okay. Is that code word for your lover?
No.
Just asking.
Best friend.
Okay. Justin, hang on. I'm going to let them continue to get all your information. And now listen very closely before you answer, okay?
Okay.
What is your favorite radio show?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, Justin.
All right.
Justin from Richmond, Virginia. Isn't that wonderful? Guess who's from Richmond, Virginia? Ritz Harper. The woman I am bringing to life in between the pages of my novel. I can't get over Keith Sweat. Justin, we're going to have a great time in Puerto Rico. I can't get over Keith Sweat. I wonder who his backing partners are. It's the S Hotel. Does Keith still have money like that to open a big, luxurious, you know?
Investments.
Jeez Louise. It's a 4-star hotel. Look, here's the star rating. A 4-star hotel in Atlanta. Wow. Wow. If anybody knows Keith and you see him, tell him I was talking about his hotel. Wow, that's great, Keith. I don't know, you guys. I mean, you know, I didn't see Dave Chappelle on Oprah. You know, I've gotten feedback. Michael, loyal fan, who's, you know, always got an opinion, which I love. He says, Wendy, who leaves the country to go to Africa and doesn't tell his wife and kids? Dave didn't tell his wife and kids? Okay, we will continue. Keep it where you got it. Thanks.
Wendy, man.
I've been with this guy for like 5 years, and I know you say don't cheat. I know, but I can't help it. I want to.
Do you have intention on getting married?
We're married.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yeah, what up, y'all? This your boy, Young Lloyd, man. Newest, youngest member of the INC family. In the words of Black Child, slow motion is better than no motion. But how you doing?
How you doing? All right. It's 26 minutes after 2 o'clock on the Wendy Williams Experience, and this portion of the show is being brought to you by Entertainment Tonight. Let's talk about LA weight loss. That Nicole, we're cut from the same cloth. My Nicole in the pink room, because we were talking about cupping today, and she was like, wait. Does it help you lose weight? And I said, no. She said, oh. And she, waved her arm like, whatever, And I feel the same way, but I also feel like, just because it doesn't interest me, it might interest you. And you know how we are on this show, always tweaking and pulling and trying to fix something. We can never just, just be natural and just, always trying to fix and pull and tweak. And so cupping is something that I want to share with you. And there's actually a woman in New York City who has a cupping business. Her name is Peggy, and I'm going to talk to Peggy on the telephone. So, and it's affordable too. We can talk more about cupping when the time comes. I'm not interested in it. It's not helping me lose any weight. It's not purging my. I'll explain during the medical minute, during advice hour. Cupping. Don't you read the National Enquirer and stuff? Yeah. Okay, haven't you ever seen Gwyneth with those pock marks on her back, or Madonna? Yeah. That's cupping. I'll explain. Peggy's going to explain. In the meantime, it's not going to help you lose weight. I mean, if that's what you're into, then think a colonic LA weight loss or something like that. No. It's time to talk about LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. This LA wait list, boy, I'll tell you. I'm eating my breakfast this morning. My son's looking over at me like, Mommy, that looks good. What is that? I said, pancakes with raspberries and fat-free Cool Whip scooped on top. Would you like a taste? He said, sure. Next thing I know, he's participating in the LA weight loss lifestyle. He doesn't even realize it. Hey, listen, when you're 5 and you weigh 100 pounds, you probably need something. Don't call Dyfus, please. He's a big kid. I mean, it's not like that. Please. Anyway, doesn't that sound like a great breakfast? That's what I had this morning to start my day off. Oh my gosh. It feels like you're not even on a weight loss program, but you are. I have some baby carrots and some fat-free French dressing for dipping for my lunch, and an LA Slim Down chocolate bar. Ugh. Dinner tonight. The Olive Garden on Route 3, that's where I'm going. And I already know what I want to get. The grilled salmon with roasted vegetables and butter. Yeah. Okay, I might have to skip the butter just so I can have a half a breadstick. Breadsticks over there are good. Ooh. Anyway, LA weight loss, 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. I'll tell you, I'm in the final approach to going to Puerto Rico. I want to look the best that I possibly can. I mean, all you can do is look the best that you can, and all you can do is do for you and how you're going to feel. And I realize that, going to Puerto Rico with you guys, it's a little bit different from going away with my family or with my girlfriends or something like that. You all get those damn camera phones, for which I'll crucify you if I see one come up while I'm in my bathing suit. I will. I really will. I'll be very mad. But just because you know that I'll be mad, you'll probably end up doing it anyway. And, as cute as they make sarongs and all that other kind of stuff, I'll be honest with you. Once I get a little George Vaselli in me, who's remembering a damn sarong? Hey. You know what I'm saying? I'll be around the pool. Like, you ever jump in a pool and get a wedgie? And then, you don't even pull it out when you... That's me. That's me. In my right mind, I'll pull the wedgie out. In my wrong mind, I'll just leave it there. That's me. So that's why I just need to be sure that at least I feel good so that it's whatever. Do you understand? Oh, gosh. Food's going to be so good. Everybody's going to look so beautiful. Just in their own way. Just beautiful. And then the sun, please. The sun enhances everybody. Everybody's going to have their sunglasses on, so eyes are going to be darting. You're not going to be able to see what people are looking at. I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me. Yet my head is turned to the left, and I'm looking, straining my eyeballs, looking at you. You don't even know. I'm checking you out, and we're checking each other out.
Ow.
Too much checking out. That's why I need LA weight loss as my one last safety net of this entire damn trip. I'm going to Bally's once a week, and I get on that elliptical machine. I work it out to my share tape. If you believe in life after love, woo, and I be bouncing. Waiting for tonight. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yup. I've been working it out to my Jenny on the block and my share at the Bally once a week, and I'm back on LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. This is real food for real people. And as you can tell, this is not one of those diets that saps your energy. I feel like I got the energy of 12-year-olds. 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. Enjoy great food. Smoked barbecue, beef fajitas. Enjoy great stuff. Broiled lobster, grilled chicken, strawberries, in your cereal in the morning, hard-boiled egg and skim milk. Enjoy real food. Piece of rye bread, and butter and, strawberries on top and peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Enjoy real food. Lose real weight. Get down with LA weight. Pork tenderloin. Oh, my gosh. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA weight loss. Thanks. It's only supposed to be a 60-second spot. Somehow I think I was just talking about LA weight loss for like 5 minutes. Oh, you know what? We're doing this really great contest here. And it's being done by Benjamin Rug and Home Imports in Secaucus, New Jersey. They're a fabulous furniture design store. They have imported they're just wonderful. They have great flooring, the rugs, great furniture, great tchotchkes. Whether it's that you love classic furniture, contemporary furniture, or a little of everything in between, they have it. The 2 floors of fabulous furniture. I know. I've been there. I've shopped there. Their stuff is at our home. Their stuff is here at work. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports is owned by Stephanie Cohen. At one point, this was an entire wholesale place. Now it's a retail store with wholesale prices located in Secaucus, New Jersey. Right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah, world famous Secaucus, New Jersey. So you can log on to WBLS.com. This is what we want you to do. Take a look at this contest and the rules. It's called the Frightening to Fabulous Living Room Makeover by Stephanie Cohen, who happens to be the owner of Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. The weekly winner will receive an iRobot, one of those Roomba vacuums that, crawls around on the floor by itself, and then qualify for the grand prize. What you need to do is look at the rules of the contest. A basic zhuzh over is that they want to zhuzh your living room up to the tune of $50,000. Yeah. Who's got a $50,000 living room? You, if you win this contest. I don't know what that thing is that you call a living room now, but you need to get it together. You work too damn hard and enjoy your home life too much to be having folding chairs. You've lived there for 3 years. What are you doing? Folding chairs and throw pillows. Hello? Ow. Can we grow up? I know what you said. It's expensive. You got other things to do. That's why you enter our contest. What do you have to lose? Take a picture of your frightening living room. It's great. Me and Steve are going to be doing the judging. And then Benjamin Rug and Home Imports is going to provide you with a complete new living room hookup, from the lamps to the rugs, the couches, the end tables, the coffee tables, the TV stand, everything. The top 5 weekly winners are on the website right now. So go to WBLS.com and take a look. The top 5 winners are on the WBLS website right now. And don't forget to vote for the ugliest living room that you see there. This Friday, I'm going to be announcing our first weekly winner. This contest is going to go on for, I think, like 4 weeks. So in other words, we'll have a weekly winner at the end of each of the 4 weeks. Then out of those 4 people, we're going to choose which one person in the 4 is going to get the actual makeover. This is a great contest. I love this. I love this contest. Oh, boy. All right, look, we've overtalked this situation. We probably need to move on. Keep it here, you guys. Later on in the show, I've got your chance to win fabulous diamonds and gold, a beautiful pendant, and all in the same prize pack. You're going to go overnight at Foxwoods Resort and Casino. And you're going to check out Genuine, Jagged Edge, Donnell Jones, and Case. This, to me, is a wonderful package. So keep listening for your chance to win this within the Wendy Williams experience today. And I'm here until 7 on 107.5 WBLS.
Wendy Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
So anyway, then Michael Loyal fan goes on to say, according to Dave, a lot of this drama started because Dave had a problem with a white guy on the set laughing in a funny way at one of his skits. Dave never gave Oprah a clear reason for why he left. Dave did seem spacey during the interview and was talking, but not really saying anything. Dave was making crazy statements about giving money to people who supported him, but he was real vague, and even Oprah had to warn him to watch what he was saying. What are you all trying to say? Has Dave Chappelle lost his mind? I mean, because you know how I tried to explain it, even though I didn't see it, but I said, well, we've always only seen him tell jokes and stuff, so this is perhaps one of the few times where we'll get the opportunity to see him absolutely sitting still and being calm. Coherent. Well, not coherent, but just like not telling jokes, Being
serious.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. All right. I'm over it if you guys are. Okay. So Jermaine Dupri is dreaming of getting Mariah Carey and Janet together, his girlfriend, and having them do a duet together in the near future. I think that would be great. Which one of them would say all hell to the nah? Why would either one of them say no? I think that would be great. I mean, I know Mariah, she's the multi-platinum, la, 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 the resurrection of the Mimi and whatnot. But I think that would be a great look for Mariah to do that. Imagine the video, Imagine the craft services on the video. Both of them love to eat. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? And Janet, I think that Janet at a different time in her life would definitely protest, getting down with Mariah for a duet for some reason.
She needs it now.
But she does need it now. Janet, you do need that now. But this is what Jermaine says. He says, it's been on my mind for a couple of weeks now. The hardest part is figuring out a song that fits both of them because you have two different styles of artists, and the thing when you're dealing with divas is you don't want one to overshadow the other. Yeah, especially if one of them's your woman. Yeah. Remy Martin's new CD comes out today. And I got a quote from her regarding the Terror Squad. It says, Joe don't control how I feel. I thought the whole Fat Joe 50 beef to begin with was stupid. I'm a girl, first of all. I don't belong nowhere between there. And at the end of the day, it's effing music. It's not my fault that G-Unit makes good music. Regardless of the beef or whatever, they make good music, and I'm a fan of good music. I hear that. She's trying to stay like Switzerland. Neutral. Well, Remy's new CD is in stores today. The Roots are in Hollywood, California today. Actually, with Dave Chappelle and Don Cheadle. They are doing their third annual jam session at the Key Club. For those of you out there in California. Thandie Newton's going to be the next Bond girl. Do you care about that? Does that even remotely? Okay. Sometimes I just... Did anybody see the Raven Simone movie over the weekend? Raven Simone, friend to the show. She's got a long career, I think, in front of her. That's another one. I bet you the craft service was wonderful on the set. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I like Raven Simone a lot. I like everything she's... It's hard for me to believe that she and Lindsay Lohan started out to be such great friends. Do you know they used to live together and everything? Of course, this was Lindsay while filming Herbie, you know, before the coke got introduced into it, you know, the scene. I never hear anything about Raven. I mean, a part of me really loves that she's able to, you know, stay so far away from the gossip, yet she's still able to stay relatively relative. I mean, you know, if you got kids, then you've seen her show before, which is still, I think, filming on Nickelodeon. Plus, she, on Monday night, last night, I didn't see the Lifetime movie, but it was called For One Night. It was the true story of a Georgia teenager who pressed to have the first integrated prom in her school. And Anne Marie Johnson was in it, and you know, some other people. But Raven was the star. She's 20 years old. You never hear about her, you know, slobbing knobs and sleeping around. You never hear about her dating at all. As a matter of fact, Raven. I'm just playing, honey child. Woo! But no, you know, she stays really under the radar. Remember that soccer player Pele? Peel or Pele? Pele. A few weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, I was telling you about his son being in trouble. As a matter of fact, that was back during the summer. I can't pronounce his son's name, but he's the son of Pele, and he was recently arrested on suspicion of money laundering. And he's 35 years old. And he was arrested while on a conditional release after spending 6 months in jail for drug trafficking last year. That was the original story that I reported, him with the drugs. Yeah. Money laundering. Pele got endorsement deals and things like that. Not that you're obligated to take care of your 35-year-old son, you know, but it would just seem to, well, I mean, you can only lead your kids to water. You can't make them drink, you know. I mean, geez Louise, if my father could have set me up in a business, you know, that's why, you know, the old man has anything to say to me. I'm like, you know what? I didn't grow up in a family with a family business, you know, something that I can fall back on, a trade that you all can teach me. And no, I don't want to teach no damn school. And shout out to all the teachers, but you know what I'm saying? That's a noble profession. But these people who get these business opportunities, and I understand you, I even understand the other side of that, which is wanting to go off and do your own thing, like Don King's son, who's now back home at 50 years old. The boy is back home, a grown man, trying to learn the boxing game. You know what I mean? He went out there and tried to do for himself, didn't do it as well. Anyway. I mean, the boy could have done something, managed his father, kept the endorsements rolling in. I don't know, majored in finance at school and managed the money to turn, you know, a nickel into a dollar, into $1 million.
Wendy, man.
Hello?
What's going on, Remy? What happened with you and Gloria Velez?
Talking mad reckless to me. FYI, I never got robbed in my life. Okay. Me letting Gloria Velez rob me.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Line number 3, Josh wants to talk about Coretta Scott King. And Josh, hi Josh.
How are you, Wendy? Love you, girl.
Josh, you sound so queenie.
Thank you.
And you are so young. You're 15 years old. All right, let's talk about Coretta Scott King, Josh.
Okay, yes. Died at the age of 78. And this is what really got me upset. I go to school today, and I'm like, oh, my God, brother. I'm like, brother, she died. They're like, who? Coretta Scott King. He's like, oh, my God, are you serious? So I go to class, and I'm like, Coretta Scott King died. And they're like, who? And I'm like, have we gotten so comfortable up in this world that we don't even know who she is? I'm like, what? What? I don't think so.
If he delivered the message like this, then you understand why it is everybody's confused. I picture him standing in a Catholic schoolgirl skirt, looking like Britney from Oops, I Did It Again, with his brother, Coretta died. What?
We got him. This is it right here. Miss A Day miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man. Everybody needs something.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Every pew, every seat in the church today was full in Atlanta for Coretta Scott King's funeral. 10,000, the capacity of the church is 10,000 people. So they had 10,000 plus they had to turn away thousands of people. I know you've been keeping up with the funeral and the 4 presidents who attended, including Bill Clinton, both Bushes, and the former President Carter. And the youngest stepped up and spoke at the funeral. Normally it doesn't happen that way with the youngest, because you're the babies. Even when you're the biggest, you're the babies, and so emotional. Don't we always rely on our older siblings for that? I would definitely push my sister up to the front. Wanda, you go. I'm not doing it. But, wow, so she's laid to rest today, and today is the 6th year anniversary of Big Pun passing. And I want to shout out to Jessica Cole, who goes to the University of Tennessee College of Pharmacy, class of 2009. I got your email. Thank you so much for listening, Jessica Cole. She says, I'm probably an oddball being a small white girl, but I love hip-hop and my idol is Tupac. Hey. Thank you. And shout out to everybody there in Memphis, Tennessee. Power 99, nonstop hip-hop, boy. They're on it. And we have got to talk about, do your kids go on this, do they have pages on that MySpace? Because I've got Bobby Chris's page of MySpace. I want to tell you all about that here during Advice Hour. And I guess the advice is just, keep some sort of open line of communication with your kids. I know it's hard to do, but you never know what they're talking about. My sister and I were just having a huge conversation earlier this week. And anyway, let's dial Peggy. Is she on hold? What is she doing? Is she cupping? No one's picking. Are you dialing the correct number?
Yeah.
Look, dial this number right here in the corner of this page.
It's the same number. Oh, okay.
Whatever, Ridley. We're about to do the medical minute. And Ridley's dialing the phone. I'm going to be speaking with the owner of a place called Cornerstone Healing. The purpose of us finding out about cupping is not to necessarily send you to Peggy, but to put you up on what cupping is, and then maybe you would like to do research and find a place where you would like to go get cupped. However, if she doesn't pick up the phone, then we're not dealing with Peggy. No mo. Because Ghost, can you please take the phone from him and dial? What is he doing?
I'm dialing the number.
Okay, why isn't she picking up? All right, it's okay. We'll wait a moment on that medical minute because I'm ready with a letter. Wendy, I have a question. I'm a 32-year-old woman who is newly single and no friends who can afford to go to Puerto Rico. I'm considering going myself. What do you think? Are there going to be singles there? Oh, I would like to pay for car service for that woman with the heart condition. Oh, I know what you're talking about, smooches. Will there be single people there? Most likely. I mean, everybody doesn't make moves as a couple because not everyone is a couple. But speaking of couple, it's time to talk about cupping. And this is Wendy's Medical Minute, everyone. Peggy Regis is on the telephone. Hi, Peggy.
Hello, Wendy.
And Peggy is the owner of Cornerstone Healing in Brooklyn. And first, Peggy, tell us what cupping is.
Well, cupping is sort of one technique used in traditional Chinese medicine. Mm-hmm. It was used years ago in China for thousands of years, and suddenly it's back since Gwyneth Paltrow has been using it. Everyone is now starting to sort of adopt it again. Okay. But it's an old technique that we've used traditionally in China.
And what does it do?
Well, what it does is it helps bring up stagnation in the body. So if someone is experiencing pain, chest pains, common cold, asthma, abdominal pain, constipation, dysmenorrhea, those sort of pains, what we do is cup the person.
And what is that involving? It's like a suction cup, everybody. You're left with these...
It's a suction cup, usually made of glass. There are different other modalities, but usually people use glass. Mm-hmm. And what it does is you suction it for the body, mostly the neck and shoulder area.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pulling sensation.
Okay.
And usually what it does is it pulls up the skin and underlying muscle area, helps move the chi and blood throughout the body.
Oh, so it's really good for circulation.
It's extremely good for circulation. That's exactly what it's doing, moving the energy flow, the blood flow throughout the body.
Okay, now where does it move it? Closer to your bowels so that you can then expel it? I mean, where do these impurities go?
Well, the impurities are throughout the body. It surfaces up and out, whether through your back, neck area, through your bowel area, depending on what's going on with the body. But for the most part, surfaces it up out of the body. And most people experience it with relief of the upper shoulder area. Others release it through your bowels.
Okay, because if you don't release it through your bowels, then I'm trying to figure out, okay, do you end up getting blackheads in the areas where, well, I'm trying to figure out how...
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
You will experience some bruising, but it's not blackheads. What's going to happen is when you apply the cups throughout the body, it may leave some marks, some round marks, depending on what type of cupping you're doing. If it's stationary cups, you'll see round circles throughout the body. If it's sliding cups, it'll be sort of the bruise marks throughout the body, but it's temporary, it's not permanent. And what that does is it releases the muscles, it releases the toxins, allowing it to flow through your bowels or allowing it to come up and surface throughout the pores.
And so this is a branch of holistic medicine.
It is. It's traditional Chinese medicine, but it's not exclusive to Chinese medicine.
Okay.
People have used it back in the Mediterranean, Eastern Europe, even back through the war times.
And now, Peggy, how much is a cupping session?
A cupping session can last from anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, and you're talking about anywhere from $15 to $25. But usually what happens is people add it along with another therapy, whether it be acupuncture or massage.
Oh, I love that. You're already laying on the table, you're getting massaged, your clothes are already off, now cup me.
Exactly. But what I want people to understand is it's not only good for back pain. Most people come in and say, oh, it's good for back pain. It is good for back pain, but keep in mind asthma. Keep in mind hypertension, which most people have. Constipation, dysmenorrhea, skin problems, fatigue, muscle joint pains. So those are all the things that cupping is also good for, not just a common cold.
Well, this is fabulous. Now, how long have you been cupping, Peggy?
I've been cupping for 5 years.
Well, I'm going to give your website, and I thank you for being on the show and explaining cupping to us.
You're welcome. And actually, at the website, there's also a newsletter there that explains cupping in detail. What is cupping, what to expect, how long is the session. It goes on and on. So for those who don't understand it, they can go straight to the website.
Cornerstonehealing.com.
No, cornerstonehealing.net.
.net.
Yes.
Oh, see?
And it's Peggy Regis.
Peggy Regis.
Yes, and I'm co-owner with Annie Mock.
Okay. All right, Peggy, thank you.
You should stop in sometime.
No, you're all the way in Brooklyn. Cupping's not going to help me lose weight.
Nah,
it's okay. I get my colonics.
Well, good.
But you know what? I wanted to turn other people on to it. But I'm not interested in cupping.
Okay, well, thank you for asking about it, though.
You're very welcome, Peg.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.
Jeez, I hope she didn't get offended by that. Yeah. I mean, A, it's all the way in Brooklyn. If I was going to get cupped, I would get cupped in Manhattan or in New Jersey. And B, if it's not going to help me lose weight, then I have enough other stuff going on, with the impurities. I get my colonics. I get my B12 shots in my booty. I get some acupuncture over on Park Avenue sometimes. But for you, my friends, you can go to cornerstonehealing.net. And her name is Peggy Regis. And Peggy, that, everyone, is our medical minute. A couple of girls already are going to get cupped in the office. Just me and Nicole will stick to anything that's going to help us lose weight. We're on it. We're on it. What? All right. Mecca is on line number 2. Mecca and the Soul Brother. And Mecca's 23. You need advice on your baby's father.
Yes.
Okay. What's going on, Mecca?
Okay. Me and my daughter's father just separated about 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now he has a new girlfriend, and my daughter goes over there every weekend. So my daughter's very smart. She's 2. She's in school.
Mm-hmm.
She speaks very well.
Mm-hmm.
She came home Saturday night, and she said, Mommy, Takia hit me.
Mm-mm.
And before I approached him on it, I want to think about why would she hit my child and why would she just come home and say something?
They don't start lying until they're 4, because my son, is perpetually, mommy, so and so, always just doing things, testing. No, she's not lying. Do 2-year-olds lie, parents? No. Okay, go ahead.
And I said, okay, I don't think she's lying. So I went to him and I said, listen, Lissa came home and said that, your girlfriend hit her. And he immediately said she didn't. Because she's 2, I don't believe her. And then he told me, you know what, I don't want nothing to do with your daughter, do with Alyssa anymore.
And that's his daughter also?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So you know what you do? Jackass. What a jackass. What an ass. How old is he?
He's 29.
29 years old, and you're 23, and the little girl's too. You know what? Get your child support money, and whatever you do, because eventually he will have something to do with her life. But you know what? Just keep this in mind. He cares more about who he lays up in bed with than his own daughter, and you just keep that in mind. And that will probably not change much, because it's not like he's 23 like you. That's a grown man saying something like that, I'm sorry you picked a bad one. Get your money and treasure your daughter. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. Isn't that terrible? Al is on line number 5. Wants advice on breaking up.
That's the problem.
No. Hi, hey, Al.
What's going on, Wendy?
How you doing?
I'm chilling, baby.
Okay, so you're 24 years old.
Yeah.
And you're from Philly.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how long have you been with your girl or your man? What are you gay or straight?
I'm straight.
Just asking. Calm down. Calm down, Al. Because all that protesting is making everybody else look at you all crazy now.
No,
it's okay, Al. All right. So how long were you with her?
2.5 years. We got a daughter, 19 months.
Yeah.
She got a son, 12.
Oh, she's an older woman.
Yeah, he's 29.
Oh.
But I've been taking care of her son since we all started kicking in or whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's to the point where she don't do nothing. She don't want to go back.
Stop cursing. Next time you do it, I'm gonna have to hang up on you. Okay?
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, what's your question to me regarding breaking up?
I just don't want to kick her out on the street because her son lives there too. I take care of my daughter basically.
Yeah.
So I don't really need her for that.
Right.
There's daycares and all that other stuff out there while I'm at work.
Yeah.
But I'm saying how can I go about just saying, well, this ain't gonna work out, or she's kind of on the loony side. So, you gotta watch out. You know what I mean?
Can you get custody of your daughter?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Would you like to have custody of your own daughter?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Okay.
My daughter's not the problem, it's her. She don't want to do nothing. She's not about nothing.
So then the first thing that you think about doing, and I know that, with men, you all are always thinking about how's this going to mess up my Playboy groove. But,
I ain't worried about that.
Good for you, Al. So you fight for custody of your daughter, and you gather your evidence that your baby's mother really isn't about anything.
The thing about it is she probably would just give me custody of her, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, then that makes it even easier. And as far as her son, I understand that you said you've been taking care of the boy, but that is not your son. You were not married to her. You took care of the boy because he happens to be in the same house with the woman that you loved, or that you love, and your daughter. You don't have an obligation to take care of her son. That is the choice that she made. The man that he must take care of her son, or she must get a job. And the more you enable her, the more she's going to lay back and expect you to take care of her and her whole tribe. Your responsibility is your daughter. And her responsibility once you get custody is to make sure that she gives you money because now you need your child support.
I ain't worried about the money. I got money to take care of my daughter. I'm doing it now. Man.
All right. Well, cut the soft and pink. Breakups are more hard and black than you want to believe.
It's Wendy, man.
He's got caught twice with 2 different women who are saying that he's trying to get with them. I need to kick this dog to the curb, don't I?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WVLS presents the WVLS Diet Pepsi Getaway and Play Trip a Day.
Get aboard JetBlue Airways and be our guest.
March 30th through April 2nd at the luxurious 5-star El Conquistador Resort and Country Club in Puerto Rico.
Lose yourself in the vibrant beauty of this grand hotel.
Perched on a 300-foot cliff overlooking the Atlantic and Caribbean Ocean. Relax and be pampered at the Golden Door Spa, El Con's tranquil path to inner and outer peace. Oh, hell, let's get to the point. We're going to party. We're going to have fun. I got DJ Quad coming from Jersey and JC Jace coming from Brooklyn and SNS coming from uptown. We're leaving nothing to chance. Keisha Coles is going to be entertaining us, and I need you to be at my private island party. It's Palomino Island. Come on, let's go to Puerto Rico. Hey, the party is sponsored in part by Bally's. Get your Bally's on, because we gon' party. Oh, and don't miss Steve Harvey's Celebrity Golf Classic.
Presented by Tyler Perry's Medea Goes to Jail, back at the Beacon Theater, May 9th through May 14th. Listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show each weekday morning at 7:15 a.m. He'll let you know when to call in to win. Be the correct caller and pack your bags for the WBLS Getaway and Play Trip a Day to the El Conquistador Resort in Puerto Rico. Or call Sheer Travel 1-888-212-4534 and book your trip to join us.
It's the WBLS Trip a Day Getaway.
Courtesy of Diet Pepsi. Light, crisp, refreshing.
And the station giving you fun in the sun.
107.5 WBLS.
Yes, today's R&B and Classic Soul. We just gave away a trip last hour, everyone. And later on today, I've got something nice to give away to you, which will include a piece of jewelry and an overnight stay at Foxwoods Resort and Casino. I think we'll do that next hour, right around this time. In the meantime, this hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by Entertainment Tonight. You know what I'm doing tonight? Just for a moment, when I get off the show, I'm going over to the Laugh Factory because WBLS and Project Wave want to remind you that today is National Black HIV and AIDS Awareness Day, and we want you to get educated and get tested and be aware. And it's not just for one day; it's all the time. Now, tonight at the Laugh Factory, we're doing a safe sex night. It's kind of in the format of the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience, except it's not. The Comedy Experience is tomorrow. And Capone is going to be your host tonight. There's going to be a bunch of comedians. And the doors open up at 7:30, and I will meet you there at 7:31. So if you're going to be at the Laugh Factory tonight, I will see you there. Oh, and of course, the celebration continues for Black History Month. Channel 13 is really doing this great a series of celebrations. My parents actually, we were on the phone the other night. They were watching and I was watching and we were watching together and having conversation. But they're doing, tonight, something comes on called, tonight they're doing a look at the life of the leader, Robert F. Williams. Now, he was a Black Power leader. Watch Independent Lens. I don't know what that is. Negroes with Guns. We know what that is. Anyway, it all begins tonight at 10 p.m. on Channel 13. Watch Independent Lens, and Negroes with Guns. I don't know whether those are two separate movies or what, but or what that is, but the Negroes with Guns caught my attention. So perhaps I'll have to forego the UPN 9 news tonight to watch Negroes with Guns on Channel 13. Tonight at 10 p.m. That's a reminder for you from BLS. All right, there's some people on hold. It's still advice hour. Latoya is on line number 1 from Piscataway, 26 years old. You want to talk about tummy tucks?
Yes.
Hey, Latoya.
Whether I should get cosmetic surgery now.
I don't know, Latoya.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, no, that's what you asked me, whether you should get cosmetic surgery?
Yes.
Well, give me a little bit of history.
Okay, well, I'm 26. I am a mother of 2. I, have a good career and a wonderful supportive boyfriend. The only thing is I started LA weight loss about a month ago. I've already lost 13.2 pounds.
Good for you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited, but my second child really messed me up. The first one, I had no stretch marks. Now I have stretch marks and that sagging skin.
Yeah.
I want a tummy tuck, and my boyfriend loves me to death, and he doesn't want me to get it, but I really want it.
Well, I mean,
he's not. Don't get me wrong. He's not going to leave me if I get it.
Well,
but
wait, is he the father of both of your kids?
Yes.
So, this is off topic, but I'm going to show you how it all relates. Is he ever planning on marrying you?
Yeah, we do. We're planning on getting married actually sometime this year. Not like a big thing, just just as a piece. And that's why I feel like kind of crazy. Like, should I just be appreciative that I have a man that loves me and just leave myself alone?
Damn, because you know what I was going to say? I was going to say, well, he doesn't have a vote to say anything because he's the boyfriend, baby daddy. He hasn't thought about you enough to wife you. But damn, he sounds like a good guy.
I know, and I love him, Wendy. But when I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, I'm just not happy.
I'll be honest with you. And you said you have a good career. Do you have $9,000 for a tummy tuck?
Wow, this is around income tax time. Hate to sound, Negroidian, but I do, and I always sell my money for everyone else. Is
there something at the house that needs to be redone, or perhaps a house that needs to be purchased, or a car? Because what I'm looking into.
Well, we both have cars. But of course, there's always something else that I could do with the money. But I think those things are always going to be there.
Well, they are, but see, the whole thing about being in a relationship, a couple, and you have children and stuff, you're in a long-term relationship, and having cosmetic surgery is that you need both people to agree on it, or it will destroy your relationship. And I know that sounds crazy, but, say you get $9,000 for your tax return, but the roof needs to be fixed and the deck needs to be redone. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well, the house is in good condition.
Okay.
But he just doesn't want me to do it. He's like, it's still surgery. It's dangerous.
Okay.
I love you, that type of thing.
Okay. Well, then maybe you need to make your consultations. Mm-hmm. I always like to pick the number 6. Find 6 different plastic surgeons. Be diligent about visiting at least 5 of them. You might automatically be turned off if you go on the website and, realize, something's not right, or, the manners of the receptionist are wrong. And, find 6 plastic surgeons, go to at least 5 of them for consultations.
Now, do you know of any that are good with African Americans? Or does it make a difference?
Well, I will leave it up to you to find what surgeon you are comfortable with. There are plenty of surgeons that are good with African American skin. I do know Michael Jones is here in Manhattan. He did not do my tummy tuck.
Okay.
Dr. Meminiscus did my tummy tuck, and 5 years later, my stomach is still as tight as a drum. I have never been.
Oh my God, you shouldn't have told me. And that's you, because you feel my pain.
Yeah, I absolutely.
Tell, no matter how many pounds I lose, I go to the gym every single day.
But then again,
I'm sticking with it. It's just
I understand.
That pouch.
I understand, but then the other part of it is that I'm married to a different kind of dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've both transformed ourselves through diet, exercise, and with me plastic surgery. Neither one of us looked like what we do today when we first met. We have really grown as a couple together, and we're committed to that. Okay. So, my husband knows I'm not crazy with the plastic surgery, but, to make him feel more at ease, first of all, I don't ask him for any money for it. And second of all, he's met Dr. Meminiscus. When I did my searching, I brought him to my final choice, the doctor that I thought would be best for me and would be best in terms of, and I already prepped the doctor. Look, I'm bringing my husband in the next time, and literally, and this wasn't a behind the desk appointment. This was, I'm stripped down to a thong and the doctor is marking on my body and my husband's sitting there. And you have to bring your boyfriend into the fold.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do, Wendy, because, we're going to Jamaica in April, and I am not walking out on that beach with this sagging skin and these stretch marks. I'm not. I can't.
Yeah, I understand your pain, but you definitely want to connive and twist and pull and get him into the fold, because if you don't,
okay.
The fights just can, tremendous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I love you, Wendy.
I wish you well, Latoya. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so Carol is on line 3, and she just wants to comment. She's in L.A. She wants to talk about the Fugees concert last night. Hey, Carol. Damn. Oh. Well, Joe is on line, too. He's 31 in Connecticut. He wants to...
he's gone, too.
Okay.
There's a new caller there.
Okay, well, is Gail there?
Yes, I want to talk to Wendy about a relationship I was in.
Gail, hi, is this you? Hello?
Wendy?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Tori.
Oh, hi, Tori. How are you?
Fine.
Good. I don't see your name on the computer yet. You just popped up. But what's going on? It's Wendy.
I was dating this guy, Wendy. I had met him a few months ago, and we dated. And, he was upfront with me. He had a girlfriend that he lived with, but that they were, on the verge of breaking up. He was moving out of the house back with his mother. Mm-hmm. Now, he knew from start that I was a transsexual, and he was, all for it. Wow. And, he was spending a lot of time with me, spending the night at my house and everything. The girl comes up pregnant, so he decides to stay with her and not leave her. She got my phone number out of his cell phone. She's been calling me, harassing me, and this has been going on for ever.
Well, if you really want to break it up, you need to get in her face and let her know you're a transsexual. Because she will not want to touch him after that. Because that goes beyond just being gay. It's like gay with a twist. I mean, I don't know what you're looking for, but if you're looking to truly wreck a home, that's the way to do it.
Oh, I've told her.
What?
I've told her.
And she stays?
Yeah, she's pregnant by him. She's seen pictures of me on the computer and everything.
Okay, so what's your...
And she doesn't believe it.
Okay. So what's your question?
I just want her to stop calling me, stop harassing me. He keeps calling me, telling me he wants to be with me, he loves me and everything. And
do these people live in your community?
Not anymore because I recently moved. They live in Long Island.
And you know what? Change your telephone numbers. Now, I hate changing telephone numbers because, then you lose contact with people who've had your number for years and stuff. But there are certain reasons to change your telephone number immediately. And one of these reasons would be that you have a couple double teaming you on the telephone and you want them to truly leave you alone, and you mean it, Tori.
Yeah.
So change your telephone numbers, Tori.
I feel you. Thanks, Wendy.
Yeah, you're welcome, Tori.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
How you doing?
The girlfriend must be freaky. Because I wouldn't just kick you to the curb. I'd send email blasts. I mean, just the whole bit. Because at that point, I could take you being an undercover, gay brother first. But the whole, gay with a twist, with a... What? All right. The water. I got to go to the bathroom. We'll be back with the remainder of Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience, 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, check this out. This is Flavor Flav.
This is Chuck D, Public Enemy, #1.
Hi, this is Reverend Al Sharpton, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
We just got the drop on Janice Dickinson. She's running a bit late. It's Fashion Week here in New York City, and anybody who's fabulous is in town and going to be at all the fashion shows. Here's today's People Poll question, but first let me give you the results to yesterday's. Do you think Dave Chappelle should return to Comedy Central for another season of The Chappelle Show? 85% of you said yes. 15% of you said no. Now, you remember yesterday during Advice Hour, we got a question from that woman whose boyfriend of 12 years is about to get out of jail, and she wanted to know what to do, and we were all looking at her like, is she insane? But, there are a lot of people out there with with loves in jail. And you'd be surprised how many women pine their time making busy in the free world while they're set up with men who are in prison for life and still manage to be faithful and go visit every weekend, and they're caught up in this fantasy of a piece of a relationship. There's a problem. But because I know that there are more than I care to acknowledge out there of women who would put up with something like this, like the woman who's in love with Lyle Menendez, married him in prison, or is it Eric Menendez, whatever. Anyway, the People Poll question today is, would you marry someone who's behind bars for life? Wow. That's a little extreme, Taryn. I mean, God, we could have said, 10 to 20.
No, life.
Well, believe it or not, there are people out there who would say yes. Men and women, we ask you to go to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. In advance, boy, are you a loser. Boy, oh boy, do you have no hope. Just no hope of having a better life. So that's the best you can do? A lifer? Is that the best you can do?
Don't
only getting it conjugally.
Please. Let's go to line number 4. Actually, I think I need an update on the phones. I'm not even sure these people are still here. Line number 4, Sanaa?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
So it says that you're 30 years old, you're in Philly, and you want to confront someone's mother about a hidden pregnancy?
That's the dilemma.
Uh-oh.
My 18-year-old sister best friend, who's 17.
Okay.
6 months ago, she said, well, maybe around 5 months ago, she said, I'm pregnant. Can you take me to get a termination? I said, I can't be responsible for that. I won't take you. Won't you just tell your mother? I ran into her today, Wendy, I swear.
The young girl or the mother?
Young girl.
Okay.
The young girl. Because I don't know the young girl's mother. I know of her, but I never met her. And she's still pregnant, and she's crying, and I'm like, what are you going to do? She's like, well, I'm going to try to get a termination, and I'm 6 months, and I'm like, you know what?
Oh, my God.
You just can't do that. Yeah, I'm here, Wendy.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I talked to her for like an hour, and she sat there and she just sobbed, and I'm like, I'll tell your mother if you want me to. And she's like, you can't tell my mother because her 19-year-old sister just had a baby 2 months ago.
Well, then
there's a new baby by the 19-year-old sister. The 17-year-old daughter's pregnant. She's like, my mom's going to throw me out or she's going to kill me. So I'm like, because I'm the adult here, I feel like I'm obligated to do something.
Look the other way. No, I'm not serious. I think if this was my situation, I would tell the mother and then wash my hands of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the next thing that's going to happen when you tell the mother, this little girl is going to, if her mother actually does throw you out, next thing you're going to know, she's going to be living with you. And your 17-year-old sister, you need to tell the mother and wash your hands of it. This is not your daughter. As a matter of fact, knowing that your sister's, good friend is pregnant, now more than ever, you need to spend as much quality time as the adult woman in your little sister's life to show her how fabulous life could possibly be at 17 without the burden of, first of all, sex. But then again, because sex is nothing but a burden when you're 17. But yet and still we did it. But second of all, safe sex.
Exactly.
I would tell the mother, and then I would grab my sister by the hand and treasure her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say tell the mother.
Yes.
Oh, all righty.
Who do you care what an 18-year-old, 6-month pregnant girl thinks of you?
You know why? Because she's a sweet girl.
I understand, and she'll get over it.
I know. That's what I told her. I said, your mom might be mad. And she says, my mom's going to look down on me. I said, but in a couple years, you'll look back and you'll be at a different place.
This will pass. This will pass.
Yeah.
She needs her mother.
All right, Wendy. I thank you so much, and you're fabulous.
Well,
you're fabulous.
I don't know about that, but I appreciate you for listening, Sanaa.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Isn't 6 months risky?
6 months is murder. 6 months is murder, okay? She hasn't taken one folic acid pill. She hasn't gone for one, I'm assuming, checkup. The mother needs to know immediately. And being that the mother now has 2 teenagers pregnant, I wonder if the mother was also a pregnant teen, in which case, it's just continuing the tradition in the family where everybody gets pregnant at 17 and careers get stifled or not at all. And it's terrible. Is Sharonda on line number 6?
No.
Okay. Well, I have a bunch of faxes here. Let me just extend this a bit to see how many of these I can get through. Dear Wendy, I have my opinion. I'll give it, but I also would like to hear yours. Here's my question. Do you think that an American and a West Indian can have a long-lasting relationship? Yes. What kind of question is that? Well, hold on. She says, the reason I ask is because I've been with my boyfriend for 7 years, since I was 19 years old. Now I'm just tired of him and his idealism. He's from St. Vincent, and he came here when he was 11, and he's now 27. I'm an American with grandparents in Barbados, so there's West Indian tradition and values in me as well. But we just don't agree on so many issues. Then she says, what do you think? Well, you've been with him for 7 years. You were 19 when you got with him. Honey, it's not necessarily about the issues. It's that you're growing up. when you were 19, you thought one way, and 7 years later, with or without your West Indian boyfriend, your boyfriend could be blue, he could be brown, he could be white. The difference between being 19 and being 26, light years in terms of your thought. And that's what breakups are for. You don't have children with him, at least you didn't mention. It's time to move on. That's all.
Wendy, man.
My brother, he's 28 years old, has 4 children by 4 different women. But this heifer called my mother yesterday. She's like, he got my sister pregnant. I want the money back for the abortion. The heifer showed up at my house with a receipt. I fell out.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Oh. This just in. Taryn has diarrhea from the Master Cleanse diet. Is that why you're in here on the buttons?
Yep.
See, this is why I can't do it until...
It has begun.
You know what? She's been on Master Cleanse since Monday.
Wow.
2 days. So this is her 3rd day. So I guess she won't be coming to the comedy club tonight. This is why I'm choosing my time when I get on this diet. It's going to be a time I'm going to center it around like a 4-day weekend and the whole bit. Shout out to you, Taryn, in the bathroom. That one's for you.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Janice is here. Oh, well, open the door. Oh, gosh, here she is.
Let me see your grill. Let me see your what? Your grill. Your grill.
You look terrific.
Happy pre-Valentine's.
Oh.
She had more facelifts. She had more facelifts.
Well, I just got one to match yours.
Wendy.
You know what's really crazy? And I was just in the bathroom and I was looking at myself and I was like, you know, under normal circumstances, I'm perfectly confident with my eyebrows because, Janice, I know what I do with them. What I do with them is sometimes I just can't be bothered and I Jolene them to obscurity.
That's because you're a fag.
And I feel like that's the first thing. Is there something wrong with my eyebrows?
Let's have a look. I'm thinking they're looking beautiful. You're looking absolutely scrumptious.
Are you just saying that?
No, I'm not. You know I would give you the word. Mine are tatted.
Are they?
But this was the mistake. After I got them tatted, I had the facelifts so that after they pulled the skin up, I looked like Dr. Spock.
Got you!
I'm not kidding. I look like my son goes, you look like Leonard Nimoy, you know, with the ears.
So then what did you do? Because they don't look...
I had to re-tat them. I had to take the tat off by laser removal.
How many...
Let me speak. Laser removal.
How many visits was that to get the tattoo? Because, I mean, now we're dealing with your face.
Okay, it was a face lift, ladies and gentlemen. And, yes, it all began back in the day. No, it took about 3 or 4 visits to get the lasers off, and then to have them kind of like tattooed down again.
Yeah.
So I like you. We're working women. We don't want to just sit there and pop the makeup on all day long, although we do.
So I dyed mine into obscurity, and you got yours tatted on because we do need extra time to move on with our lives.
I don't know, Wendy, but my jaw is hanging open. You never look better. I mean, it's working. I think it's cool to honey up your face because this gives you a honey tawny look.
Thank you.
And it's working.
I mean, you see, it doesn't match. It kind of matches my hair. I don't have any pencil. I can't even deal with the eyebrow pencils. Nothing.
Well, I've got a makeup artist back at, out in the green room. He can come in and just do it for you.
No.
His name's Yossi.
What do you travel with him from Los Angeles?
No, I picked up Yossi and Andy here. Is that your name, Andy? I hope it is. The hair and makeup here out of Brian Bantry Agency. I have to. Come on, this is not a fresh face.
We're about to talk about your new project, but first, is that all your hair? Do you have tracks?
Are you kidding? I've got so much weave in my hair. I raped Korea this morning. I got the Korea thing going. I told you everything about me is fake and I'm perfect. My tits, my lashes, my nails, my teeth. I'm perfect.
I love you. So look, you and Omarosa. I hate to take it all the way back
Williams
there.
Laugh.
Look, I don't want to take it back to Omarosa, but I haven't seen you since your encounter with Omarosa. Was it more acting than not acting? I mean, now that it's over, if she were to show up for Fashion Week,
she wouldn't get in. She's too ugly.
Oh,
they're not going to let her in. Omarosa, working with this woman, it was an act on my part because A, I wasn't sleeping with anyone, B, I wasn't drinking anything. So the producers would come in every day and say, we don't have a show. No one's having sex and getting obliviated.
Right.
Obliviated?
Inebriated.
That's the word.
And so...
I can't speak anymore. So I took one look at her and I knew that the only thing that I was going to be able to get her on, because she's a confident woman, she's clearly educated, was in the beauty department because she had more funky ass products inside the bathroom than anyone you've ever seen, and tacky clothes in the closet.
Yeah,
tacky. So I knew that the only way I could get her was on her image.
Yeah.
And so I would walk by and go, "It's so great for me to be a supermodel," and it was a joke. Any normal human being would laugh at it. But it drove her insane. So that's when she started wrote in letters that I should have belted her. But why
lost it at that point?
Nah, I did it for the money.
What kind of money is that? I mean, on Surreal Life, it's
a few digits.
Yeah.
I made twice as much as anyone else, and it went right to my daughter's private education. So I didn't really make anything.
Yeah.
But for 12 days, my daughter got to go to private school this year, so that's cool.
And then what happened at the end of the 12 days?
I'm not kidding you, and it was 12 misery days.
Are you happy for Tyra and her new show?
Oh my God! You know what? Tyra Banks is the hardest working. Wendy Williams and Tyra Banks are the hardest working moguls in the industry, because first of all, you have two Afro-American women who just didn't take no for an answer and just didn't stop until you guys both rose to the top of your careers, and I really applaud you for that.
She's doing an incredible job though, because a lot of people, including me, I was like, oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Now she's fit. She's part of my morning. I happen to catch her here in New York at 9:00 in the morning. She's part of my morning lineup.
She can't live without me. I just did a show 2 days last week on the Tyra Banks show.
Great.
She can't live with me. First she fires me, and then she has to have me on her talk show.
Yeah.
Because she knows it's going to get ratings.
Yes. Well, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, she went for that, although I will never believe the implant thing. I will never believe it.
Oh, she's real.
You think so?
She's real. I grabbed them. They're real. Mine are fake. Hers are real. They're real. Trust me. That woman's built just like you.
Mine are not real.
Oh, I thought you were real.
No. Even though I'm a big girl, do you know what I have?
It doesn't matter.
I have a small A and a fatty B in real life.
Sounds like my ex-husband's you know what.
John Lovitz. Are you still dating?
Not really dating. He doesn't like me to talk about him, but he's packing.
Yeah, you told me he has a big wiener.
He's packing, and he's the sexiest man alive.
And so you're still having sex with him?
I never said sex. I said he's sexy. As opposed to sex-ette. He's a hottie. He's a great friend of mine. I love him. You said nothing about the tricolor roses that I brought you for Valentine's Day.
Yes, no, they're beautiful.
Holler.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's a selfless woman.
And
she didn't
look
even
at all of them that you brought.
One in every color, just like you. Hey, let's talk about what's going on. I'm opening a modeling agency on the Oxygen Network. I did a pilot. 500 contestants showed up. I'm going to hire men and women of flavor and color. So anybody that's out there that's listening, look for the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency on MySpace and sign up, man, because I'm looking to hire between 18 and 22 applicants next month. Stuart Krasnow is my partner, and we are building a business to make revenue.
That's going to extend beyond this opportunity with TV.
Absolutely. This is an agency that will shuffle all the other agencies off the map. Guarantee you. Because I'll have men and women of color and flavor. And I'm proud of that because we need to put American supermodels back on the cover of the magazines. I'm sorry, Sarah Jessica Parker's.
And yes.
Sorry, Halle Berry's. Y'all got to go. Models got to be back on the cover of the magazines.
You know, it's been over a decade that you all reigned on the cover of magazines. I would say that the last time was when Cindy and Naomi and those girls had the fashion cafe.
As a matter of fact, she's absolutely correct, Miss Wendy. Miss Wendy, at least Naomi has a voice. You see the girls today. I've been watching these fashion shows all week here at 7th on 6th over New York City. The girls are walking down the runway like they're on a bunch of Prozac. You know, there's no life. There's no personality. I didn't see one girl with any pizzazz. They're all marching like a bunch of Clydesdales. There's no individuality anymore. I want to bring it back.
Well, first of all, the actresses are taking the rockers.
Yeah, we got to get them.
I mean, it's supposed to be the models with the rockers. I mean, that's how the blueprint was set up. You helped set that up, and then the other girls, Turlington and all those girls.
Yo, Rick James, yo, Mick, holler.
They're all taking the rockers, and they're taking the covers. Now, how are you going to groom your girls to be different from the rest?
I saw a girl from the Sudan. I walked in and I had this woman who was helping me out on the show who found Cindy Crawford, and I looked at her, and the woman looked back to me and she passed, and I looked at this woman and I thought that's the typical mentality. Sorry, honey, of what's out there in the United States in the magazine world. Okay, it's people passing on beautiful black women. people passing. And I looked at it and I double-taked, that's not even proper English. I did a double take on this woman from the Sudan. Oh my God, one of my best friends is the great Iman Bowie.
Yes.
And of course Alec Weck is from Africa.
Yes.
This woman from the Sudan is so gorgeous. When she did the walk, you never saw anybody walk as well as this woman from the Sudan. Oh my God, she just had so much grace. And she could talk while she was walking with her African accent. I was like, that's the one I want.
I have to tell you, so I have the new Victoria's Secret lookbook, and this is the black girl that they've chosen to, I guess, lend to the blackness now that Tyra's gone.
This is an Indian. This is not a black girl. This is an Indian. This is an Indian with a mystic tan.
She's stupid. She's stupid.
I'm not kidding you. No, this is no replacement for Tyra Banks.
Do you
having sex with Mr. Secret?
Do you enjoy the
she a plus size?
The model stylings of Giselle Bundchen?
Giselle Bundchen, I think her nose doesn't work, and I don't think she can speak. She's like this, Leonardo. Leonardo, go get me some Brazil nuts. I'm just not getting like the accent.
I must tell you, Janice, there's a girl who looks like a young Janice Dickinson,
That's
younger.
Right.
Do you know? So she's in one of these catalogs, and boy, it's not like Victoria's Secret.
You know what pisses me off?
She looks like
another comedian. You know what pisses me off? Anyone that says that, first of all, but second of all, that I'm not making the same dough that the girls are making today, because I set the paces.
There you go. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about Jing, baby. Jing and bling.
Because it's the same thing with the sports players, So your best year without the boyfriends, giving you money, because I know that you are a hustler at heart.
Hell yeah, aren't you?
You're not going to pick a broke man.
One.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. You know what? The FedEx guy's looking pretty good these days. He came in some hot pants the other day. Seems maxi. He's a black queen, though. He's cool.
What was the most that you got paid in your prime on a modeling job?
Oh, no, I can't talk about that.
Well, what are the girls getting paid today?
Today, let's take Giselle Bundchen.
Okay.
Miss Giselle would walk down the runway or lope down. She walks like a Clydesdale. $385,000 for one passage. That's not shabby, Jing.
Jeez.
Miss Tyra Banks, she gets a $1 million a show. I bet you she gets a $1 million a show.
Easily now.
Easy peasy, because she's a mogul.
Yeah.
These girls today are racking it in. Okay, but these are the girls at least with attitude, or altitude, I like to call it.
Yes.
The girls today that I saw walking down the runway, no, they all look like they're on Prozac Nation. I'm not kidding you. There was no sparkle. Pat Cleveland in my day would sashay. Iman could walk anybody around the corner and around the bend, but no one's doing that anymore. That's what I want to find. I want to find girls to put back excitement and electricity. Nah.
Will you be having plus size, aka fat girls in your
there she goes.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Thanks to like the Tyra Banks, and thanks to like the Dove ads with putting the sisters in those Dove ads. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see they're gonna be dragging me through the grinder. I'm gonna have to get a grill just to sit there.
You're not gonna do it.
I'm gonna have to do into the clothes. Sorry. Did you delete female dogs? She's deleting me. Oh, I love you, FDCA, people. I see Wendy Williams, producers, looking at me like, she's about to burst any minute.
No, well, what about Takara? Do you think that
I love Takara? Okay. I got to tell you, I did not appreciate her beauty when I saw her, but I appreciated her after I saw her on that Lose Weight show. Mm-hmm. She was off the hook.
But she's still not she's not ready to
if Takara would lose the weight, she could model in a fashion world.
But she would have to lose down to what size? A size 4?
She'd have to at least be down to 4 or 6. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. But you know what? I look at it, we're all born the way we are. It's how badly you want it. If you want to be a bulimic, coke-looking intaker that smokes packets of cigarettes instead of eating some food.
So then this show is called the Janice Dickinson Project.
Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency. Thank God Oxygen has a brain.
They're going to call it that's what the show is going to be called?
Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency.
Perfect.
That's it, man.
Perfect.
I'm opening my own business. And look out, everybody. I'm going to knock your socks out.
Now, is it going to be much the way America's Next Top Model was with the judges and the panels and things like that?
This is not a contest, Wendy. This is not a contest. We're accumulating. We are not eliminating. We are giving girls contracts to be in an agency to get them work, not just an advertiser contract or to be in a magazine, which is a great idea on Tyra's. This is not. I'm not giving her a run for the money. I'm going to blow her off the map.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so, gosh.
No,
you're going to be ruthless. Oh, I
Hell
love
yeah.
it.
But you know what? If I'm not ruthless, Wendy, you're just as ruthless with your show. You tell the truth.
Yeah, people don't want to hear anything but.
Well, no, that's why people have to tune in and listen to Miss Wendy Williams, because she tells the truth. She doesn't sugarcoat like all those other freaks.
So no fat girls, no thick girls, no.
They'll be plus sizers. They'll be like, tatted ink guys from the hood, that are going to do iPod commercials.
Right.
It's going to be an off the chain agency.
Oh my God.
It's going to be hot.
This is going to be a good show.
I'm going to see you grill. I'm going to say drop trow to every boy I see, because they have to be able to drop trow.
Wow.
Holler.
All right, so this is in the spring.
Wendy's still got the best laugh in radio history.
Wait, no, give me just a bit of an extension.
Oh, I can't, man, because they're like nailed in my scalp.
Mine are clipped on.
She got it going on.
Listen, so this starts in the spring. You got the green light from Bravo,
honey, and we are going to go and we are going to take no prisoners, and I'm going to put the men and women, teach them how to pose, eat, sleep, take dumps around modeling.
Who's your house walker? Who's going to show them how to walk? You?
You know what? I was never the best walker in the industry. I may have to have Iman come on the show.
Okay,
or Miss Naomi
She's a friend
Campbell.
to the show.
Miss Naomi Campbell's going to have to come on.
Naomi needs a distraction. Can you please help her create?
You leave her alone.
No,
she's
her mom has been sick.
I'm sorry.
And
I didn't know that.
In addition to that, I just think that when Naomi's not distracted, she tends to get in a lot of trouble.
You know what? Leave Omi alone. She was on the streets at 11. I met her when she was 14 for Asadina Lina. She just did the Katrina relief. She just did Katrina relief. She raised $7 million for Katrina relief.
With that,
we have to give this girl credit instead of her cell phone throwing rageaholicisms.
Exactly, because that's all we ever hear.
You know what I'm saying? She's all right. So everybody's got rage issues. Who cares?
Everybody does. So in other words, one of these, perhaps Naomi would be intricately.
None.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
They can all learn from Miss Omi.
Oh.
I really wasn't the greatest walker, but I know how it's supposed to be done. Yes, I can walk.
Yeah.
I can talk, and I used to be able to snort blow at the same time.
I have to tell you, you look terrific.
900 years old later. Thank you very much.
Is the sex still the same?
You know what? No. I pleasured myself last night. Man, I couldn't even hit it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was sitting there. I was numb, and the shower head wasn't getting it anymore.
Yeah.
I think I'm pregnant off my rabbit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's doing it for me.
But, because we can do a lot to change the outside, and, we can microdermabrasion, we can diet to within an inch of our lives, we can wear smart designer clothing. You look beautiful today, but the inside is still the inside.
Girl, I need a jackhammer to have an orgasm. I don't even need a normal vibrator. I need a jackhammer.
Is your dugout more gray than?
Jesus Christ, that's too much information, Wendy. Too much information.
I never knew that.
What's a dugout?
Down here.
Well, I've got Yankee Stadium dugout. Oh, Yankee. What?
How does it feel?
To be me?
Yes, to be
a gay man in a supermodel's body.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Let me just say something to everybody out there. I am in the best stage of my life right now. I finally got sober. My son's in film school. My daughter's making straight A's. Through the grace of God, I kept going, and I didn't let anyone or anybody tell me otherwise. Just like you, Wendy.
Janice, just
like you, baby.
I love your spirit.
Thank you so much.
People love your spirit. You're the reason that a lot of people enjoyed America's Next Top Model. In addition to Tyra, we're not going to take anything away from her, but your comments, the best.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you all. If I don't tell the girls truth. Look, the designers, the ruthless hair and makeup, other models, they'll all be telling her, you ain't blank. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't a poo-poo.
Yes.
You ain't poo-poo.
Right.
Poo-poo. You ain't that K-Fed song. Poo-poo. I know, but if I don't tell them the truth, they're going to hear it out there 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Azadine Elia, Johnny Versace, Valentino, Avedon, Penn, Horst, Terrell, Newton. These were these guys that would tell you, you don't have what it takes. You can't cut the cake. I am fair. I am light compared to some of those pros out there, So I was doing these girls a favor, telling them you're too short, you're too fat, your skin's not good enough.
Yeah.
So I'd be doing the same thing, helping people. Do you think I liked going home at night, seeing in the eyes of kids that I was hurting them, telling them they can't be models? I didn't like it. I wanted to pick up a bottle of Jack and just drown my own pain. It hurt me.
Yeah.
It hurt me
Yeah.
to remain in my own pain soberly.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. I will tell the truth. That's what the network paid me for.
Your lips look terrific.
Thank you very much.
I mean, not everybody can affect. Don't her lips look good?
Not bad for a white girl.
They look
I got
really
some
good.
sister in me somewhere. I know it.
What is the material?
Skin.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because you had larger lips in the beginning, so your lips never lost any elasticity.
Right. I bumped them up. She wants to know I, jacked them up with some Botox. Yes, I did. Just a little bit.
No, because you had larger lips and a very exotic look. You've always had that all your life. I've seen pictures of you.
They called me names when I was growing up in South Florida during segregation. They called me the N-word lips, and I was like, I don't understand why you're saying this about my lips. Y'all are jealous. And now everybody's doing the bee stung lips.
Yeah,
so they can eat a bag of Royal
What product
Blanc.
do you use? They look beautiful.
I'm using a NARS lipstick right now. A NARS lipstick with a spice line. I put the spice on first.
Yeah, but you don't have any. There's no injection. There's no.
I told you there's Botox in there, woman.
Oh, you got Botox.
I told you. Not even listening.
Botox doesn't plump up. It stops the muscle.
Maybe. Well, that's why I can't consider a proper BJ. I don't know. I can say that. We're Restylane.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
Janice. Look, we're going to look forward to your show.
Thank you, Miss Wendy Williams.
It is going to be the next big thing on the Oxygen Channel.
Can I tell you, you are the greatest talk show woman in history. I that other guy who just got that serious job, he's nasty and rude. Wendy Williams is thebomb.com. Yeah, you don't think I don't know what's going on? All right, you guys, please look for the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency on the Oxygen Network coming out in June, and please sign up if you think you got what it takes, because I will tell you if it got what it takes.
Where do they go?
MySpace.com. MySpace.com, I think. I don't know. Look for me. You'll find it.
Yeah.
I'll come back on your show, Wendy.
All right. Thank you, Jen.
I love you, Wendy.
I love you. Sorry. I got some NARS on my cheek.
Let me see your grill.
Kanye.
I want Kanye.
People you can relate to on other things and what you and your mate don't relate to. You need that emotional jump off sometimes.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS.
I'll tell you what. I hope that when, I am a few years older and more mature, like Janice, that I have somebody like her in my life, because she absolutely is the life of the party. And, and you might, there are people who might think that she's pulled too tight, or too much cosmetic surgery or anything. But to meet her is to see, I don't think she's overdone anything. I think that Janice looks great. And today she had on a full suit like David Bowie-esque. But last time I saw her, she had on a mini and a thong, and she flipped up the back. And but I don't think that nothing's too much on her. I think her lips look great. I think her pull is just right. The woman is 2 years old. Exactly. I only hope that I have that much spirit and a great girlfriend to match me when I'm that age. Yeah. Thanks, Janice. This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by Nissan Parts and Service. Let me talk to you about LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. LA weight loss. Listen, we have, another 6 weeks of winter? It is going to be time to take it off soon. The same stuff that was popular last fashion season is popular this fashion season. Some things never go out of style, like tank tops and jeans. I'll tell you one thing that was, those I hate the broom skirts. Not only that, but you can hide a whole family of Ethiopians underneath a broom skirt. It's perfect for people who just want to let themselves go. Don't be one of those people. We know what you're hiding under that broom skirt. LA weight loss, you still have time. You still have time to lose the weight and feel great in time for summer. Oh, sure, we'll never be in hot pants like some of our other, sisters and some of the brothers. How you doing? But You can at least look better this spring into summer than you did last spring into summer. It is not too late. The LA Weight Loss Lifestyle will have you eating a few times a week, losing the weight, and feeling great. You heard the woman I spoke to during Advice Hour today. She joined LA Weight Loss 4 weeks ago and has already lost 13 pounds. I rejoined LA Weight Loss 3 weeks ago, and I've lost 6 pounds, although I'll be honest with you. The scale this morning showed that I dropped 4 pounds overnight. I love my scale because it's always telling me something. I actually wait for my official weighs when I go to Bali. I'm now going to Bali once a week. And I'm doing a slow lose because I'm really losing my last 10 pounds to go to Puerto Rico. But what is it that you need to do to yourself? Is it 25 pounds, 55 pounds, 100 pounds, 150? They can accommodate you. They've been in business since 1987. LA Weight Loss, to me, is the weight loss program for people who like to eat. And people who also enjoy eating out. And people who also enjoy frozen weight loss entrees. I love lean cuisine. It's not a strict diet. It's a loose diet. There are lots of ways to play with LA Weight Loss. And you have your one-on-one weight loss counselor with you all the way. There are over 600 locations. There's got to be one near you. Of course there is. Call and get started tomorrow. But take the number today, 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. Thanks, LA Weight Loss.
It's Wendy, the greatest show on earth.
Wendy Williams! Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wendy Williams, experience.
Man, that Janice Dickinson's a lot of fun. You know, it's all coming together now why Viv Fox is in town. First of all, it's Fashion Week, and she loves to sit front and center at the fashion shows and flirt with the boys and see her girlfriends. I know, Star Jones is one of her friends. She co-hosted The View yesterday, as a matter of fact. But she's also in town because our magazine is having a little soiree tomorrow night. And if you happen to be in New York City, you're invited. When I say our magazine, I'm talking about the girls at Jolie. Sisters be doing it for ourselves. Jolie, and shout out to the fabulous team. Jolie magazine is the newest magazine to hit newsstands. The third issue you can actually pick up on newsstands beginning February 14th. Right now, it is a bi-monthly magazine. This is a magazine that Vivica is very, very involved with. Nobody ever told me exactly how, but I'm assuming that she was a hefty contributor. Being that she's got her cheese, she gets her lifetime money and whatnot. Vivica is paid. I mean, in terms of being able to invest in a magazine, she's got that money. So don't tell her I said this, but my assumption is she gave them a nice grip to help get this magazine started. Because she's too busy to be sitting up in the office all the time, monitoring and stuff like that. So Jolie, as you know, means pretty in French. And the magazine, the first issue came out a few months ago, and I got it, and I liked it a lot. I liked, what seemed to be the representation of the Jolie woman, which is, yes, she's African American, but she's more than that. I use the same explanation all the time, only because it just seems like what it is. Look, a Jolie woman is not going to just understand that good black don't crack. She's fighting tooth and nail. She's very comfortable with who she is, but she understands what she wants to present, and she understands that beauty is the most important thing from the inside. But if something needs some work on the outside, let's do it. The Jolie woman picks up, a bag a season. And she's not necessarily a wealthy woman, but she is doing it for herself. And she likes fashion, and she understands that style doesn't come from Karl Lagerfeld's Chanel necessarily. It also comes from Massimo Target. And that the best mascara is not necessarily that $35 tube at Bloomingdale's, that it's the $7 tube of L'Oreal, in between the aisles of Dwayne Reed. And so, we're inviting you to celebrate with us tomorrow night. from 6 to 10 p.m. Oh, I love a cocktail party. Oh, I love a cocktail party. You know, anything that starts at 6 o'clock is perfect for me. And I'll tumble out of there around 9 o'clock, and I'll go over to my Wendy Williams comedy experience. But I'm part of the Jolie team. I do the advice column for the magazine. When the girls asked me, did I want to be a part, I was like, of course. Do I have to, I just want to be there. You know, Viv has the bigger stake. You know what I'm saying? Viv is a shareholding, upstart money. I mean, this is my assumption. Plus she writes columns and stuff like that. But it's a lovely group of women. Come meet the women of Jolie magazine. We're calling the party the Pleasure Zone. It's a pre-Valentine's celebration. A Jolie woman understands that you don't have to have Valentine's Day with somebody to feel loved and be loved. Well, we're going to have cocktails, sexy music, adult novelties, and special invited guests. And it's Fashion Week. So who knows who the special invited guests are. They don't tell me things like that. They just say, just turn in your column and please face forward. We're having gift bags and everything. 2-for-1 drink special. It's going to be great. So if you want to find out about our Jolie get-together tomorrow, it's actually at this place in Manhattan called Metro 53. It's on East 53rd Street. So I'll see you over there with my whole team of Jolie ladies. And Viv is in town. She will definitely be there. And shout out to Michelle Pascal and shout out to all the ladies over there. JolieLivePretty.com. Don't you love that? JolieLivePretty.com. If you happen to be around. Otherwise, pick up the magazine on newsstands. Oh, my crazy ass. I'm giving advice in the magazine. When they came to me as the vice person, I knew this was a next level publication, all right. Because you know me. Oh, Carol is back from L.A. on line number 6 to talk about the Fugees concert. Carol!
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad you called back.
Oh, girl.
Okay, talk.
All right, you ready for the drama?
Yes.
So we were backstage.
When was it?
It was last night. Was that VCast one?
Okay, good. Go.
Okay, so the Fugees was supposed to start at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is, 7:57, and the managers, because everybody got their own manager.
Oh.
The managers are back there arguing it up because Lauren is nowhere to be found. And they called the hotel. The car was still waiting out on the side of the hotel. So they started without her.
Shut up.
No. They started without her. So then she shows up. Uh-huh. And so first it was just Wyclef and then Praz, and then she shows up, and I mean they tore it up, but there was no love between them. They ain't even touch on the stage, nothing.
I've been trying to figure out how they're going to get through a full album.
They're not going to. They didn't even talk to anyone, but that's not even the bad part.
Okay.
After they finished, they came off stage, and they came off stage separate. Oh, wait a minute. Before that, though, she was with the Marley guy. I thought she wasn't with him anymore.
No, well, she's still, I guess, in the terms of babies, I don't know that they are legally married. I don't even know that he's legally divorced to be legally married.
Right. She wasn't making a move without him.
Oh.
He had to walk her to the stage. Control. He had to walk her off the stage. He had to walk her to the car and get in the car with her.
But if that's her man, then,
That's the way it got to be if that's her man, but I thought they weren't together. Anyway, so when they came off the stage, she came off, Wyclef came off one side and stood there and watched her as she was coming off. He was just shaking her head. They had these poor kids who had painted these pictures of them, who they had sitting waiting by the side. The biggest picture they did was of Lauren, and they wanted them to get autographs and pictures with them. Can I tell you, she gave them a snarl? Walked past the kids. Wyclef saw it and was like shaking his head. He couldn't believe how she was. Wow. He didn't say nothing to her. He just walked over and gave the kids big hugs. He gave autographs, took pictures with them. He was very nice to the kids. But she wanted to add some drama. But backstage, Jamie Foxx was there, DMC, Joaquin Phoenix, that guy from that Entourage show. It was a lot of folks backstage, but she wasn't talking to anybody.
That's why they're not going to finish with the album. That's why, it's probably better served that Lauren just concentrate on getting her life, in order.
She said on the stage, she said, I just want y'all to know I'm not crazy.
You can tell
If you have to say
I've
it,
heard
then
them
you
say
are
it.
it.
She said, I've heard them say it, but I'm just a black woman trying to get by, and I won't be bought. I won't be sold, as she stands in front of the Verizon sign. I won't be bought. I won't be sold.
And her man with a husband, wife already, a bunch of kids from everybody, including the damn assistant. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God, Lauren, really? But you look good on the cover of Essence magazine, though. I do have to say that with the little Beatles hair and whatnot.
Yeah.
Can't take away her beauty.
No, she looked good last night.
Hey, Carol, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Hey,
love you.
Thank you. Wait, can I have an extra 1 minute? There's something I forgot to tell everybody today regarding, I know, I've been telling you about the video podcast that the Wendy Williams Experience is doing. And basically what it is like, short, like 2.5, 3 minute vignettes, just like a mini soap opera. It's behind the scenes of the show. Some of the tapings that we did include the Steve Madden interview, the Robin Givens interview. They were in here for that. Drama going on in my office. Interviews going on here. You'll be able to see Nicole and Elisa and, the interns and some of the shenanigans going on. If I've got to get up on my computer. I'm still part of the 10% of the country that doesn't, okay? But these are the words that they said I should tell you. If you Google Wendy Williams video on your computer, on your regular computer, then you should be able to watch. I think there are 3 episodes up. People were Googling last night. I didn't know I could tell you yesterday. And we got a bunch of people who, as a matter of fact, quite a bit of people, who just went and did it on their own and just were watching. And I hope that some of you are listening right now. I hope you dug what you see. This is just a prelude to Wendy Williams is on Fire on VH1. This is something that me and Question Mark Entertainment and our partner Bart Phillips put together. And, I hope you guys like it. You would be surprised. I hope I can say this without the ratings people getting upset or the censors, on the Googleation on the computer. But they raked the sister over the coals, okay? This wasn't right. That wasn't right. The standards and practices. In the meantime, they let them little white kids with the tiki room on the web just take over their parents' basement and say all kind of crap and do all kind of stuff. But that's why it's been so long since you've heard the podcast until now when I'm finally saying it's available. I was being raked over the coals. But Bart is just so brilliant, our partner Bart Phillips. He's just so brilliant. He just got it together and, okay, let's go. Okay, so if you Google, and if you have one of those iPod, what do you call those, to watch on? Video pod, then you can watch it there too. So the show is called Wendy Williams. I don't even think it's called it's not called Experience, it's just Wendy Williams. Yeah. So while we go into commercial, I'm going to see if I can get one of the interns to do it for me and see if I find anything. Anyway, all right, enough about that. That'll be an ongoing thing. You'll be able to check out all the shenanigans. All right, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Thanks.
It's Wendy, man.
Me and my wife have been married for 15 years. They threatened to leave.
What did you do?
Had a problem with drugs.
You got the drug voice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just asking, what's your drug of choice?
You name it.
Coke?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah.
E-pills?
Yeah.
Whippets?
Alcohol.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow.
I was invited to a NASCAR event out in California one time, and they said they'd fly me out to avoid the traffic. And I said, cool. So I went to the private airstrip, because I'd been on private jets. I'm going to take a jet on over here, be up in there about 5 minutes and land, And he said, Mr. Harvey, you ready to go? I said, yeah, man. He said, your ride has arrived. And I'm looking out the window, and I see this helicopter just sit down. I said, so what's that? And he said, I've got a helicopter for you. Going to take you right over all the traffic. I sat down. I said, oh, no, player. No. No,
it's supposed to be safer than the plane.
No, I don't care. Hell, he gave me the whole speech.
Something about them 2 blades got you, ain't it?
2?
You in a bucket.
Now, all of a sudden, you don't hear that no more. You can bring crack pipe in here. We'll do that first. Try that. No good and well. I ain't trying no crack, but you can bring crack pipe in here. We'll see if I can survive that before we get up on the helicopter.
It's Steve Harvey in the morning, along with Jackie Reed and nephew Tommy. Weekday mornings, 6 a.m. to 10. 107.5 WBLS.
Did you catch this flashback?
Hey, Emily.
Hola, Wendy. ¿Cómo estás?
Hey, ¿cómo estás?
How are you, baby? Well, listen. This is about the panic button.
Okay.
My husband loves it.
He does.
So prop his booty up and everything for it.
Wow.
But this is my problem. Afterwards, he's telling me, you think I'm gay?
He props his booty up for it?
Yeah, he'll want it. He'll want it. And the big finger at that.
Oh. Well, do you go in one knuckle or
No, it's only one knuckle.
Okay.
It's only one finger.
Yeah.
But, you know, like he'll prop the booty up and everything, and then after he's like sorry for it.
I'm gay.
Well,
what do you think?
It's, you know what? It's difficult to say. You know, that can go either way.
Right.
I mean, if he wasn't propping his booty up, waiting for it.
Yeah, he's waiting for it.
I would say.
Shaking and everything.
Easy, Poppy City.
Up to my finger. My hand will be all towards my back, and he'll move that booty towards my hand.
I don't know. I would say it requires further investigation.
Right. Oh.
Like, is he trimming up his region? Does he trim it up and make it nice like women?
He does. he uses the clippers on it. Yes, he does.
This it right here. It's a day. It's a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Okay. So my iTunes partner is listening online in Los Angeles. Hey, Bart, and heard me struggling to give you all instructions on what the hell to do. So he immediately emails Nicole and says, read it to them like this. Number 1, go to iTunes, right-hand corner. You will see search music store. Then you type in Wendy Williams. 2 episodes of the Wendy Williams Experience iPodcast will appear. Click on the episode that you want to view. Depending on the speed of your computer, it will take up to a minute to download. Goose, are you doing it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand the iTunes part. If you could just use a regular computer, then why do you need an iTunes?
iTunes is a website. It's
That's when you want to do it on the go. When you're webbing on the go.
Well, iTunes is where you download music and the pods and the video pods
and the video pods.
Yeah.
So you can either walk on the go and watch the show, or sit at your cubicle and watch.
Yeah. Everybody gets it.
No, everybody doesn't get it. Bunch of losers. You spend so much time in that cryptic fake world there on the World Wide Web, you don't even know how to talk to each other. Talk to somebody! No, I'm just playing. I just said, go to iTunes, right-hand corner.
We're there.
You will see Music Store. Type in Wendy Williams. Okay. Not the... He didn't say type in the Wendy Williams Experience. He just said Wendy Williams. Now, keep in mind, there's the Dead Plasmatic, there's a porn star, and a plethora of other people named Wendy Williams. I'm the radio one. Did you do it?
Yeah, we've got
2 episodes of the Wendy Williams Experience will appear. Click on the episode you want to view. Depending on the speed of your computer, it'll take a minute to download. Enjoy. All episodes of the Wendy Williams Experience are free.
You got to install iTunes. Yeah, you have to install. Yeah.
You have to have iTunes on your computer? Yeah. So then this isn't for everyone. Well, it's like I always tell you all, everything isn't for everybody. You want to go to Puerto Rico? Maybe everything isn't for everybody. You know, you want implants, but you got to get your roof replaced. Everything isn't for everybody.
Ow.
I know you want to marry a wealthy man, but what are you bringing to the table? Shout out to everybody at my Jolie magazine. You're for everybody. Alicia, Rachel, Noonie, Michelle, and Dawn. All right, let's talk about Beverly Peel. I should have asked Janice about her, but I wonder if she's probably not even on Janice's radar. I don't know, or vice versa. Anyway, I was telling you guys that she was recently arrested for credit card fraud. This is the model. So her mom has swooped down on the situation. Her mom's name is Dr. Lucia Peel. Ugh, her mother is a DR, period. Well, They say that her mother belongs to the black elitist organization, The Lynx. And anyway, her mother, Lucia Peel, has retained super attorney Brian Oxman to represent Beverly in the upcoming trial. Brian Oxman has represented Michael Jackson, the owner of the Broncos, former California Governor Jerry Brown, and 2 astronauts. So they say that Brian Oxman has an uphill battle defending Beverly Peel against this arrest and the credit card fraud. Oh, I told you all about it. She was working like in an office type situation. No more supermodeling, just regular common worker. It was apparently the type of office where, you got to give your credit card information. Beverly stole the credit card information, went to Sears, and had a field day on all the Maytags and stuff. Wow. She had all kind of crap. She purchased all the stolen credit card, and then, dummy, had them delivered to her own house. Wow. Exactly. A thief and stupid. Maybe there's something wrong with her. I don't know. Does a Jolie woman say that? Come on, we call it the way it is. I don't need it. I don't need a drink and behind the closed doors to say how I feel. Give me a moment. By the time I get to be 52, I'll be just like Janice, just saying all kind of crap. Hey. Jeez Louise. Anyway, so they say Brian has an uphill battle since the police found all the stolen goods in Beverly's house during a raid. So Beverly's in seclusion. Why does Beverly Peel remind me of that the other nutty nut case that played the young daughter on LL Cool J's In the House? Yeah, Maia Campbell. With the mother trying to swoop down and protect, or whatever. This woman went crazy in Berlin. She spotted Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt having dinner. She rushed over. She screamed, and here's the quote: "Where is that home-wrecking Angelina?" Angelina was in the bathroom. The bodyguards held the woman back, and Brad, and then Angelina ended up coming out of the bathroom, made a hasty exit. In the meantime, I didn't realize the big girl model Emmy, well, I guess there is a reason for her putting on, she piled on a lot of weight and was like looking really crepey in the neck, just like older, crepey, and just not like Emmy repping for the big girls. In other words, she fell off. Well, in the New People magazine, I was informed that there's this article in there on her. So I took a look. To sum it all up, or actually it's last week's, she's been home taking care of her husband who had suicidal depression and electric shock therapy. And this person who doesn't sign their email says, she says he's better now, and they wrote a book about it, Wendy. She also looks good in the pictures, so she's still repping. It makes me think, I don't know if I could stick by my husband. Would you? How many people would stick around? Don't know if I'm strong enough as a woman, to be honest with you. Yeah, we say till death do us part, and in sickness and in health, but don't many of us think sudden death, not one of those lingering deaths, where you're nursing somebody for 25 years. And don't many of us also think, when you quickly hear in sickness and health, yeah, a cold, swig some Scissor and take 2 Tylenol, and, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot right there. Suicide is a whole nother thing, because suicide would make me scared for what the hell my son's going to walk in on, like him hanging by a noose in the middle of the living room. Wow. I mean, which would absolutely just turn, and that would turn me out too. That would just turn us out. Like, that is one thing that I would not have to want to worry about. Or are you going to be so depressed that you're going to kill yourself and kill us too while we're all sleeping? Yeah, I don't, I can stick around for a lot of things. Suicidal depression with electric shock therapy. It's a big menu. I don't know. Hey, Taryn, let's make that the people poll question tomorrow. Could you stick by your significant other after they've been diagnosed with suicidal depression needing electric shock therapy? I'll start the ball rolling. Hell to the gnaw. I don't think so. Oh, boy. If I was that depressed, I wouldn't tell anybody, because I wouldn't want you to leave me or be scared that I'd be hanging by a noose. When we were growing up, there was this family boy's name is Tommy. I'm not going to say the last name. The family's still around. Family might have moved on, but the boys used to play together. My brother's same age. Family came home, after, he was, I guess, the first one home from school and stuff. The family comes home, trickling in from their jobs and stuff. Tommy hung himself with a belt from the inside of his closet. Excuse me, a beam in the basement, just dangling. Wow. Yeah, 3 people I went to high school with committed suicide. And it was all the dangulation. It wasn't, boo-hoo, 2 to the head, or, let me just drink Clorox, They all dangled. Imagine walking in the house and seeing your husband dangling. Nervous laughter. Damn you. Stop looking at me like that. Nervous laughter. Nervous.
Wow. Hey.
Nervous laughter. Where's Taryn when I need her? I need her to remember this for the people poll question. Just remember what it's going to be. All right, the people poll question that's up there right now, just go ahead and answer that and just humor her. Would you marry someone who's behind bars for life? Come on now. I know there's 5% of you who say yes. Why don't we just give the results now? 95% of people say no. 5% say yes. That's based on the crazy lady who called yesterday. Hey, Taryn, after we blow by this question right here, I want to ask a question based on Emmy, the big girl supermodel who started to gain even more weight and just like looking ridiculous. And then, she's bad white cracking, like bad white, just bad white, crepey cracking, wrinkly, just, So she was in People magazine last week, and it turns out she's been taking care of her husband, and they just wrote a book together. He'd been diagnosed as suicidal depressive, with suicidal depression, and he had electroshock therapy. Wow. So the girl who sent me the email said, makes me think, Wendy, I don't know if I could go through that with my husband. Would you? How many people would stick around? Don't know if I'm that strong. That's, I think, where I draw the line. That, producing a child out of wedlock, and bringing home an incurable STD. There's a lot I can deal with. But you give me, the dangulation possibility. You know what I'm saying? Or a heated one between the eyes when I'm sleeping because you can't deal with life. You know what I mean? That's a lot, right? All right, please don't forget. Okay, that's going to be a good one. All right. I'm just saying, isn't that a good one? Could you stick around? The girl from Full House has a methamphetamine problem. We could quickly judge over that. Yeah, that story came out last week. Jodie Sweetin. And the Olsen twins, go figure. I didn't think that they were down for anybody but each other. And Stavros and that whole bit. I mean, I like to hear that they're all back together like that for the purpose of supporting each other. I think that's terrific. Stephanie Tanner from right next door, the little "How You Doing" girl from next door. Was I the only one who used to peep that on Full House? How you doing? Well, she admitted that she's recovering from dealing with addiction with methamphetamine. She's 24 years old. Full House ended in 1995, and I guess that's, she said, look, it was heavy. I lost my job at 13. And basically, how do I identify myself? She goes on to say. In an attempt to lead a normal kid life, she attended high school and college and graduated with a degree in liberal arts. In 2002, she married a Los Angeles cop. She occasionally appeared in bit parts on TV, including Party of Five, Yes Dear. But her acting career essentially stalled after Full House. So 2 years ago, she was bored and unemployed, and she began experimenting with drugs to pass the time. And soon she became addicted to methamphetamines, and she started using it every day. She did not blame her her addiction on necessarily being a child star, they say. But here's what she says. Growing up in this business, you grow up very fast. You do have a difficult time, a difficult time in a different type of childhood. And it has its benefits and it has its drawbacks. So she was living a double life. She just became sober last March. And she divorced the cop. And, well, another offender cleaned up. All right, keep it where you got it, everybody. We ride out next.
It's Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God! The Wendy Williams Experience. It's Wendy with the throwback from way back. The Wendy Williams Experience. The Wendy Williams Experience.
What's up? This is CeCe Peniston. You listen to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Hi, this is Anita Baker, checking out the Queen of Radio, Wendy Williams.
Oh, speaking of searching, so I was in the production room. I'm sorry, I missed my break during the commercials. Trying to get this podcast, and we can't. We just. Yeah, well, you're the ones with the iPods and podcasts and Blackberries and stuff. Computers. This hour of the show is being brought to you by Paramount Pictures. Oh, it's time for another LA weight loss commercial. 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. I can tell you the two best things about LA weight loss. Number one, you eat food. And real food. It's not prepackaged garbage, with the exception of, and it's not garbage, but the LA weight loss bars. And the bars are, well, it's a bar. It's on the go. They're chocolatey or, whatever your pleasure. But other than that, you eat real food. Your chicken is not, pour water on this cardboard and it pops up and becomes chicken. It's not like that. It's real food. Your rice is real. Your potatoes are real. The butter that you can use is real. And you lose real weight. And the best I can tell you is, listen, the warm weather's right around the corner. You can't hide behind that winter coat and those big sweaters forever. Eventually, you're going to come out and people are going to say, oh, gosh, what happened? Weight plays a role significantly in your health. And the older you get, the more difficult it is to lose weight. And of course, vanity, pretty much that's self-explanatory. We don't live in, while people are getting larger, and that is true, I don't know that will ever truly be the accepted norm. I guess it is the accepted norm, isn't it? But you can do something about it. Be different. Do something about it. Don't take that lying down. Call LA Weight Loss. The other thing that is great about LA Weight Loss is that they have the one-on-one weight loss counselors. That is a person to hold your hand through your entire weight loss process. No other weight loss program offers you a weight loss shrink, okay? The shrink is something that you have to pay for yourself. You have to outsource your own shrink. Not with LA Weight Loss. LA Weight Loss is also affordable and conveniently located. Call 1-800-448-TRIM and find out the locations. Find out about this weight loss program. For me, I'm a carb lover, so I'm on the Carb Lovers weight loss program for LA Weight Loss. What is your thing? Are you sweets? Are you starches? Why do you have the extra weight? Explain to your LA Weight Loss counselor. They will cater a weight loss program specifically for you. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. And don't forget, today is National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. Get involved and get tested. I'll give you a telephone number, 800-541-2437. And now it's time to rejoin with the rest of the family.
Broadcasting live, it's the Queen of Radio, Wendy Williams.
Hey now. We're back together again. The Grammys are this week, aren't they? Or next week? Tomorrow? Oh my gosh. And then the Soul Train Music Awards, the nominations were just passed out last Thursday. I see Mariah Carey is down with the best R&B soul single, female. Is it going to be Keisha Cole's. Can you believe Keisha Cole is nominated for a Grammy? Wow, what a year she's had. She's going to be in Puerto Rico with us. Is it going to be We Belong Together, Mariah Carey, Keisha Cole, I Should Have Cheated, Unbreakable, Alicia Keys, or Holla Back, Girl, Gwen Stefani. Then Best R&B Soul Male, R. Kelly for Trapped in the Closet, all those chapters. John Legend with Ordinary People. Bobby Valentino is nominated for a Grammy with Slow Down. And Charlie Wilson. Good. Charlie, last name Wilson. But I think that John Legend's going to win that. Could have been R. Kelly, but he's so tainted. Bobby Valentino, they just threw you a bone. And Charlie Wilson, remember in the old school. So the Grammys actually come on TV on March 4th. Vivica Fox and Tyrese will be hosting. How fabulous. Destiny's Child and Stevie Wonder, Jamie Foxx, they're scheduled to appear, as well as many others. So that's the Soul Train Music Awards coming up. You know what I saw last night when I got home? I saw just All of Us. And I did not realize that was the debut episode where Tisha Campbell Martin appeared. I like the direction of the show. I like it because I didn't know what they were going to do. It was kind of kooky and hokey for me to be, following the whole Lisa Ray is, living with Dwayne Martin and, like that. But now Lisa Ray, she's got a restaurant. They own it together. So there's friction there. They're bringing in other people. So we're not looking at the same three players of the show every single, day. And while the little boy is cute, I'm over it. Let's get out of the, the kiddie mode and bring it into the real world. So now we got people dropping it like it's hot in the bar. And Tisha Campbell came in. She plays her husband in real life, Dwayne Martin's sister on the show. I like it. I enjoyed what I saw last night. I really did. I did not see Will and Grace, the Tay Diggs episode. Many of you said that you saw that. Martin Bashir is one person who has become famous with that Michael Jackson interview. But before there was Martin Bashir, there was a guy named Andrew Morton, the biographer. Oh, Andrew Morton has lit fire under many a celebrities between pages of books and interviews. And now Andrew Morton has lockjaw like a pit bull on Tom Cruise's life. And some of the things that we'll be reading about in his sensational tell-all tome are why Tom really split from Nicole Kidman, why Tom refused to take her back even though she was pregnant. See, it's cold. And the facts surrounding the miscarriage a month after the filing of divorce between those two. He's also going to expose the intimate details of Tom Cruise's peculiar romance with Katie Holmes and why Katie has defied her parents by getting pregnant out of wedlock. And also, Andrew Morton will address the gay rumors that have dogged Tom for years. You know what? As juicy as this book sounds, it'll never happen. Tom Cruise is going to see to that. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You guys heard about the title of Nas's next CD? It's simply going to be called Nigga. Wow. He says, here's his quote, "That's the name right now. I don't care about sales. I've never been a big sales dude, so it never really mattered. Nigga."
Wow.
Exactly, world. World, you need to get out more often. You're just fascinated by everything. And Jay-Z is going to be performing at the Grammys, by the way, with Linkin Park. If there's anybody on hold on the telephone, I don't mind talking to people at this particular point. Johnny Mathis, I told you I was going to tell you about him. Well, he found a pair of naked women swimming in his pool in his backyard, and he promptly called the cops. That seals the deal. Deal you do. He's 70 years old, and he says that he discovered the girls in the pool, and he realizes that it would be a fantasy to many men, but he wrote it off as being something very bizarre. And here is his quote. I've had a few fantasies over the years. A couple of women got pretty crazy and forced their way into my house. They took off their clothes and jumped in the pool. I tried to reason with them. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Did I fancy them? Oh, no, I called the police. All right. Did I speak about John Legend a moment ago?
No.
I didn't? I did. Oh, is there somebody on the telephone? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey, you know, I was getting ready to tell everybody about the time that Tina Knowles slapped Beyonce across the face. She says, here's what Beyonce says. I was 15 and our single No, No, No had gone #1 and I thought I was grown and I was singing in a record store and ignoring her when she was talking to me. I was being defiant and she slapped me in the face, which she's never done in my life. And she said, you better listen to me when I talk to you. Don't think you can do that and not listen to me now that you have a #1 single. And Beyonce says, I've never felt so embarrassed and shocked because I had never gotten a spanking before, but that was the best thing she could have ever done for me at that moment. I was starting to get a little diva. For a moment, from that moment on, I never went there, and it put me in my place before it even started. Good for her. Sometimes that's all the kids need.
Yeah.
Just a one-time, good one. What are you calling about? What's your name?
My name is Nubia, and I was just trying to find out if you had heard about Britney Spears driving with her 5-month-old baby on her lap.
Yeah, you know what? I heard about that virtually as soon as I got up today. And what kind of car was this? Not that it even matters.
I don't even know. They just showed a close-up picture of her with the baby on her lap, and her excuse
It was a compact car? Oh, well, people do that all the time. I mean, why are we so shocked? I mean,
it's against the law.
Of course it's against the law, but people still do it all the time.
But I would just think with her being in the public eye.
Of course, I know. Exactly.
And she said she did it because the paparazzi was taking pictures, and
so she was using her baby as the shield?
Safety.
Oh, whatever. She should have sat in the back next to the baby then and buckled up in the seat.
Yeah, but she was driving. So I don't know why she would put him in her lap, but
maybe she was.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you saw that.
Wow. So listen, there's my walking music. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. I'm a big fan. Been one for many, many years.
Thank you. And also thank you, Janice Dickinson, for coming in the show today. She's promoting her new reality TV series on Oxygen, which won't be out until June, but she's in New York for Fashion Week. And the series is going to be called the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency. And at 52, sister, you look good to me. And you all, I love you for listening today. Tomorrow I have details on an at-home paternity test and how I've invited one of the people who represents this product into our show. And I want to invite you all to come up here and get your test. And we will have a shrink in the building that day and a bunch of couches set up right back there in the yelling room. So that, after you all hear, he is not the father, you all take that mess right back in there, okay? Like that. That's how we're going to do for tomorrow, okay? So we'll talk about it, and then they'll be coming up in about a week or two. I just want to get up enough candidates so that we can have a full-blown Jerry Springer moment. You know what I mean? All right, I love you guys for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Hey, Yvonne, Nikki, and Brandy, can you girls hold on? I would love to talk with you during the hour of truth. And we've got, I've neglected to give away these prizes for the better part of the day. So we've got stuff to give away. Remember yesterday I gave away that bus trip to the Foxwoods Resort and Casino with the overnight stay and that fabulous James Allen Keeter heart pendant? Yeah, well, I got that to give away next hour. Plus, we can continue to gossip, and I got a pile of stuff here, and it's the bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience coming up next on WBLS.
Wendy Williams. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man. Here it is. It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
You know, I was just thinking about this. There's never anything to remind the audience that me and Steve have the best of shows going on Saturday mornings. I mean, heck, I forget. There's some Saturday mornings that I am up and around. I don't even turn on the radio. Like I would if I was reminded, but I don't, so I don't. Don't feel bad if that's you.
You're listening to the best of the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B.
Bird, that is very nice, but I think that what we need more importantly are maybe some of these liner sheets, these same ones that we read ad nauseum about, everything else. Well, not ad nauseum. I mean, these are certainly, great people, part of our great establishment. Been around for 35 years, serving the community. We read about van appearances at the liquor store. We read about other contests and things like that. We should be reminded of this. I don't even know how. I just remembered to remind you. Well, by Saturday, we'll all forget. Steve is on for 2 hours Saturday morning. It's the best of, like, the previous, they take, like, the previous 7 shows and they capsulize them and, make it the best of like that. From 6 to 8 a.m. And then I'm on from 8 to 10 a.m. Saturday mornings. Back-to-back funny. Hey. I talk nice about Raven Simone, and I can always count on somebody or a few people to come right in and smash whatever I'm thinking that's nice. Wendy, you just haven't had your ear to the correct door. My younger sister, who was in college in Pennsylvania, says that Ms. Raven was up at Lincoln University, slobbing knob and throwing that chubby cat trap at all corners, no pun intended. There is no Disney in the hood, so you can hide. Damn, they didn't know she was Raven Simone up in the hood? No, I know. You can't probably get more hood than Lincoln, except for maybe Grambling. Virginia State. Wow. Just throwing that cat trap. Raven. I don't believe that. That's my Raven Simone. Dear Wendy, have we gotten it up yet?
I'm still looking.
I don't know why we're having such a problem getting it up. Oh, yeah, tell you. Yeah, but you know what we need? We need liner reminders that me and Steve's best of shows come on Saturday mornings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, make that as a note when you meet with Vinny this week. Okay. Now, this person, Michelle in Los Angeles, she says, Wendy, though I'm an iPodder, I actually have a video iPod. So I just play your podcast from the iTunes program. I saw both episodes of your Wendy Williams Experience. Loved them. You need your own television show to accompany your radio show. The podcast really had me wanting more. I watched both episodes more than a few times just to be sure if I missed anything. Wow. And each episode's only about 3 minutes. Well, it's official. It's working. So apparently, and I like Swiss Beats. I'm not putting this off on Swiss Beats. He's a family man. I'm very fond of his wife and his whole just, mode of business and all like that. I like him a lot. Swiss Beats was on the video shoot for Busta Rhyme, right? Well, the word in the street is that something dealing with some sort of, I don't want to say beef because I don't want to, I don't want to perpetuate, but if you got a problem with Swiss, then you got a problem with the double R. It's a Rough Rider. kind of like if you have a problem with 50, you got a problem with the whole G unit. They're saying, allegedly, I'll let the cops figure all this out for themselves, I guess, that the initial allegedly came from the double R. And that the person who, oh boy, the poor bodyguard, Israel Ramirez. I'm looking at you right now. Defended Diddy in court. Boy, what a job the bodyguards have. How was he wrapped up in Puffy? But back in 2001, the gun trial, he was key to the defense of Puffy. He did security back then at Club New York during that chaotic scene. He and Jennifer, ran to the car and... Anyway, that they're saying that the person... no, they're not looking for Tony Yayo because he's not a suspect, not like that. But they're allegedly the person who arrived with Tony Yayo. Wow. Cruz and their beef. Hi, Wendy. I'm a 30-year-old wife and mother of 3. I've been with my husband for 12 years now, and I'm still having a problem getting him to learn how to treat a woman. We don't have a lot of issues that other couples have, like cheating and whatnot. However, I'm at my wit's end intellectually with him. He doesn't know how to plan events, even a lunch. Every time we have an opportunity to get away from the kids and enjoy ourselves, he falls short. I have told him that it bothers me, and he still doesn't get it. Women like to be surprised, damn it. Please tell me what else I can do. P.S. Let the fellas know that things like this are one of the reasons why women think about cheating. You had me right up until the surprise. What do you mean surprise? We're busy. Look, we got a babysitter. Let's go out for lunch. Please don't make me think about it. Just name a place. You've known this man for 12 years. You already know how he is. It's women like you that drive a man to cheat. I don't know how you wanted me to side with this one woman. But you're 30 years old and you're a mother of 3. You've been married to your husband with your husband for 12 years. You missed all the heyday in the 20s. You had your kids and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, could it be possibly that you're bored because you've relied on him so much to help you develop as a woman? That's virtually all the life that you know, being a wife and a mother. It's time for you to start taking responsibility for your own happiness. I know that's not what you wanted me to say, but how many people correspond with me expecting me to side with them? I don't know. Maybe a lot, maybe some. 30, 12 years, same man. 3 kids. Sounds like she needs to start taking responsibility for her own happiness, something that she's never had to do in her life because she fell in love young and had her kids young. See, that's the only part that you miss out with. You know what I'm saying? When you hook up young and you have kids young, you never have time to do you and figure out exactly what makes you happy and exactly what your individual strengths are and how you can compensate for another person's weakness. Like your husband's a piss poor planner. Well, after 12 years, guess what? He's not going to turn into a planner. And if you're ready to have an affair, that's a whole nother topic. That could have something to do with you being with the same man for 12 years from the time you were 18 till the time you're 30. You never had anything different. That's one of the problems with hooking up so young. We're not fighting. I'm just saying. That little P.S., P.S., let the fellas know it's things like this that are the reason why women cheat. No. It's women like you who become tempted to cheat when you realize that that's all your life is. Which is great. Don't get me wrong. 3 kids, that's very fulfilling. A marriage for 12 years, that's very fulfilling. But what about you? What about you? Nothing going on. Rice-A-Roni and baby spit up. and sex with us. Hey, man, all your life. To not be tired of the same man by 30, you virtually had to have been a whore since 9. Right? Yeah. Then you meet somebody nice when you're 18, you hook up, and you're together forever. I mean, I could be wrong, but, you know. Angela's on line number 5. She's 22. She wants to talk about her boyfriend. Hi, Angela.
Not Angela.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name?
Naisha.
Hi, Naisha.
How are you?
Good.
Wendy, I love you, but I got a bone to pick.
Go ahead.
Grambling State University in Grambling, Louisiana, founded in 1901, is not the hood you always refer it to be. Because you made a statement a couple years ago when Little Kim taught that one class of Syracuse and Grambling being the hood. And I just have to tell you, girl, we don't like when folk talk about things they don't know.
Listen, my brother went to Virginia State. I call that the hood too. But he's not the hood, and and my father graduated from Lincoln, although that's when it was less hoodish.
Those are true.
And furthermore, one of the dumbest broads I know is an ex-friend of mine who graduated from Columbia.
I got one of those too.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, don't. I understand what you mean, and I'll take it. I'll lie on that sword. But you know what? The school that you graduate, from is only reflective of the person you turn out to be.
That's extremely true. But I would just really like if you would refer to some other places like Spelman, where the young ladies are taught how to only marry a man instead of learning.
The gay guys over at Morehouse?
Well, you can't marry a gay man unless you're Star Jones, but we're not going there.
Yes, you can, and plenty do. And shout out to Morehouse. How you doing? In a lot of cases.
In a lot of cases. Mm-hmm. But you have.
Hey, shout out to Spelman. How you doing?
Well, yeah.
In several cases.
I'm not going there.
But you know what? The school.
All I'm saying is, I had the time of my life at Grambling. It was all of those things and then some.
Yeah.
But we have an amazing mass communication department.
Really?
Yes. I was graduated there with a degree in public relations, and maybe next spring you might be able to speak at our mass comm conference. I can put you in touch.
I would love to.
Oh, cool. I'll definitely fax the information to your department.
You know what, Naisha, I would really like that.
I'm serious.
I am serious too. I'm glad that you called.
Should fax and email, or fax would be best?
Email Nicole.
Okay. Oh, but one thing I got to tell you about Grambling.
What?
Have you ever been a place in the world where you can get a drive-through daiquiri? Not in Grambling, in the surrounding town.
Oh.
See, we're fancy like that down there.
Yeah. No, that is very nice. You're drinking and driving.
Yes, yes. Only
setting you up early.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for calling, Naisha.
Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yvette is on line number 7. She's 36 from Stanford and wants to comment about the paternity test episode that we're having in 2 weeks. Hi. How is that?
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thanks.
That's good. Girl, I'm going to try to come over to Puerto Rico, but I'm trying to leave the white man at home, okay?
Oh, this is Yvette.
This is Yvette.
Yeah, no, he wrote your name down wrong. Oh, everybody, this is Yvette. She's a black girl, lives in Stanford. She's married to an older white guy. He's got lots of money. She doesn't work. She spends her days figuring out what she's going to get done next to her body and how she can spend his money. Sometimes they show up at the Laugh Factory, and I swear to goodness, when you look at them together, they are the picture of a swinging couple. I made this comment one time, and I believe it was either you or your husband who said, yeah, that's us. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's us, exactly.
Yeah,
So, we're wild.
So why are you going to leave him at home?
Well, okay, maybe I'll bring him, but I just want to just hang out. Because I want to come with, a couple of different girlfriends,
Oh. Well, that's fun. Do you guys have an open marriage, or do you just swing when you're together?
Oh, Wendy, this is how many people are listening?
Millions.
This is behind the scenes.
Okay, sorry. All right.
It's okay. No. But wait. Okay, forget about me now. Yeah. You know what is so funny? Because I told my girlfriend today, I said, you know what? I was like, I heard another radio station, and they was like, we're doing a book of the club. I was like, wait a second.
She's been a listener for years.
I've been thinking about for weeks. I'm like, Wendy, you need to start doing that paternity test,
she gets really caught up in the
on her show. So I know you're going to have tomorrow,
older,
but
not
I need
older,
Wendy.
older,
I can see you doing this. I don't care
soon,
what other radio station in the New York area
you can
is
tell
doing
when
that.
you get
Okay,
it, they're so in love.
I switched over and listened to the other one today because it was a good one. But Wendy, you got to do that. You have to
looks at her
do that for
his
your
young
show. I love
black
it.
piece of
I
behind.
love it. I love
flat
it.
belly, big boobs.
Yeah. So I would like for you to do that.
He gets a real entertainment out of her. Yeah, it's a really cute relationship they have.
Wow.
What are you talking about?
No, I was just trying to introduce everybody to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Yvette, and I don't know. I'm crazy, and I'm wild. No.
How did you meet him?
Oh, Wendy.
How long have you been married?
How long have we been married?
Yeah.
Going on, it's so funny. It's either, I would say 3 years. It's gone on 3 years.
And how many years are between you two?
30.
Say?
30 years.
Say?
And
he looks at her like the apple of his eye. I mean, it's just so cute to see them together.
We've known each other for 10 years.
And they have their drinks, and they have their sex, and she gets her surgery.
He loves every lady that's out there, too, while we're hanging out.
He's delighted by being with Yvette. Wait, Yvette, hold on a moment. What, Goose? What, Goose? It's up? Oh. Oh, it's very small. You can't blow that up to make it the whole size? It's the size of everything? All right, I'm sorry, Yvette. We just got the podcast going on.
That's okay. Maybe I'll bring him to Puerto Rico then. Or wait, maybe he'll bring me the other way around.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Fine. He socialized.
Why don't you have your girlfriends there, too? Like, tell your girlfriends to buy trips. And then he buys a trip for you guys. Mm-hmm. The sun makes everybody tired. He'll get tired during the day, the sun.
But, Wendy, I have to come because my birthday is March 29th.
Perfect. So we'll see you in Puerto Rico.
I have to come. So I'll be there. I'll be there. It's not like, usually this time of year I'm away on vacation, perhaps in Aruba.
Right.
Right. But we're still here in Connecticut. But we'll come to Aruba. We'll come to Puerto Rico. Not a problem.
Do you have children?
Yeah, I do. I have a 17-year-old son.
No, I'm talking about you, bio children. You.
Oh, no. Now,
you got your tummy tuck really quick. Really, so you're not planning on having kids?
No, I'm not having any kids. I have my tummy tuck. I have my boobs done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go for lipo next,
Yeah.
In about 5 more years, maybe, I don't know, some lifting here. And
whatever, I got you. Anyway, look, I'll see you in Puerto Rico.
You see me in Puerto Rico, girl.
All right. Bye, Yvette.
Bye, Wen. Bye.
Take care. She sits and lays in the cut in Connecticut, and every once in a while she corresponds, but she's always there. She drives around and tools around. She shops. They live a good life. Greg is on the phone, line number 2, wants to comment about Busta Rhymes incident. Greg?
Hi, Wendy's Jackie.
Oh, my gosh, everybody's hung up. Everybody's all different. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you? Yeah, turn your radio down because you're listening.
Okay, yeah, I know. That 8-second delay is driving me crazy.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, that was fun. You was talking to the girl and talking off the side. Listen, I would like to treat myself to the comedy club on these fine afternoons, Wednesday afternoon. What is what's the price to get in there, and where is it?
I have no idea what the price is, but they have the website, thelaughfactory.com, or you can call directory assistants and ask them.
I have a computer working now. What I know about computer? Now, I'm in the 10% too.
Yeah, you're in the 10% too.
Yeah.
Look, this is wow.
What do I do? Call the operator?
Call directory assistants. Ask for the telephone number of the Laugh Factory.
Okay. And just let me give a shout out to a friend over there in Mount Sinai. Her name is Sophie. She always listens. And my girlfriend from the Bronx, Debbie, and her kids.
Fabulous.
Love Jackie from Brooklyn.
Now, Jackie, it's on 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. The doors open up at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, and the comedy starts at 9.
Yeah, sister girl, single, hardworking mom would like to come in. I love laughter.
Sure. It's the best medicine.
I hope I'll see you soon.
All right, Jackie, you take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tomorrow I'm going to be a few moments late to the comedy club, which I normally, try to get there in, the 8 o'clock hour to meet and greet. But tomorrow I'm going to be over at Metro 53. Me and Viv's magazine, Jolie, the magazine of our sisters, do it for ourselves. We're celebrating the 3rd issue and Valentine's Day at the same time. We're going to have some sex toys there and everything. Drinks. All my coworkers at Jolie magazine, Alicia, Rachel, Dawn, Michelle, Noonie, Vivica's in town. Vivica Fox, she's going to be there. You know, I do the advice column for the magazine, and it's a bi-monthly, and the February issue it's about beauty, fashion, you know, rejuvenation, celebrating life, enjoying. Jolie, you know, that's pretty in French, and I'm glad to be a part. So we're having a little celebration tomorrow. So I'll go over there right after the radio show to the Metro 53. You guys are invited, by the way. Yeah, sure, you're invited. Of course you are. They said special surprise celebrity guests. I have no idea who they are, but Fashion Week is in town. You know, Tyra is gracing the cover of our latest issue, which will be on newsstands in February. Maybe Tyra's in town for Fashion Week. You know, a whole bunch of other things. So, you know, I'll see you guys, you know, come over and celebrate with the ladies of Jolie and me. Tomorrow night. Leif Garrett is in rehab. He checked in voluntarily. Drugs, or just, you know, he's 44 and they've just put his life in a chokehold. You know, he just had that case where he was stopped and jumped a turnstile or something like that. And did the drugs fall out of his pocket, or was that his mother who just came out and said, how come every frame is freezing, Goose, but nothing's actually moving?
Old computer.
Yeah, the connection.
Yeah, I don't like that, because when the computer stops, there's too much room for people to pick me apart. You know, I got to keep it moving. You know, throw the drill on my teeth, or, you know, make fun of my eyes popping.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for making fun of. No, I don't like that. Look at that one right there. Look at that one. A thyroid eye all abound.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I just need to keep moving.
Like this?
Yes, exactly. Only iPod Tunecast me if you have a new computer and everything just keeps moving. All this freezing stuff is not a good look at all. Wow. I was telling everybody earlier, Pele, the soccer player, his son was arrested again, this time for laundering money. I told you during the summer that he was arrested for and jailed for 6 months for trafficking drugs. The man is 35 years old. I don't know how old Pele is, but he was big when I was little. And I was commenting earlier how, you know, it's really amazing how, you know, you can lead people to water, but you can't make them drink. And in the case of Pele, I guess, you know, like why couldn't he make something of himself legally through his father's empire? I mean, was he only big in name and not in money? We knew him over here. He had lots of products endorsed. Right. Yeah. His son is like Don King's son. You know, the one who's 50 years old now and wants to come back and work for Pops. Remember when Don was here and telling us about it? Like, you know, I wish that my kids had, you know, gifted me some sort of empire or some sort of damn business. I don't care if it was a Piggly Wiggly. You know, if it was just something where I could just take that and turn it into something else. You know what I mean? And I was saying earlier, you know, when my father wants to pipe up about something, I say, well, look, old man, it's not like you gave me, you know, a business. You know, I had to go out and create my own business.
Well, that's true.
I guess that's what this generation's about, though. A lot of times, I mean, you know, I know, like when I was in high school, you know, a lot of the kids, they had, you know, businesses that they could have fallen into, and all they had to do, some of them, they were still required by the families to go to college, and you graduate with that degree in business, and you come back and this will all be yours. I went to school. Do you remember the Red Hot shoes? I forgot the girl's name. I wasn't popular. She was really cool. She didn't speak to me. But I used to love the Red Hot shoes. They didn't make size 11. I could never wear them. They were big, like bass shoes with the bass at the bottom and the big thick wedge. The Red Hot shoe girl, we all went to Ocean Township High School together. So her name, first name was Janice. I forgot her last name. I wonder if she's a shoe czar now. Red Hot's, the company is closed up, but I wonder if she's a shoe czar. My college roommate, Michelle, she does very good work. Michelle does work not with Gay Men's Health Crisis, but one of the organizations in the city, something like that. Her father is Henry. I don't want to say was, because I would imagine he's still alive. Henry Grethel, though, the clothing designer. And I just remember her like coming back to school, coming back to Boston from breaks and saying that, she went and, met her father. They lived in Wilton, Connecticut. She'd come into the city and she would, and then come back to school after, coming into New York from Connecticut and saying, yeah, we had lunch with Perry Ellis and this one and that one. And, and there we are toiling away, like sharing a 2x4 dorm room, at Northeastern. Now, I knew why I was there. My parents are educators. I got to make something of my life on my own. They gave me no tools. Why are you here? Michelle, if you're listening, I don't mean that in a bad way, but you remember that time I took your Rolex? Oh, I was meant to be the daughter of Henry Grethel or something. Wow. I took her Rolex, and she had a Rolex in college. So I took her Rolex and played Fabulous, on she had like a bunch of like really nice, stuff. She was a really nice girl. And she used to not know that I'd take her Rolex and play it like my own. And she'd see the pictures. Wendy, is that my exactly. A really nice girl, but that's just another example of how, like you set up business for your kids, and she's whatever it is, it has nothing to do with clothing.
That's how my high school was.
Everybody had businesses set up. That's right. You went to boarding high school. What school did you go to?
St. Paul.
She went to St. Paul's in Vermont. New Hampshire.
Even just same.
Yeah. Like rich white kids
whose parents do everything, own everything.
And all they have to do is get their degree and just fall into the business.
They don't care. Just go to school and then take over.
Yeah. So anyway, getting back to Pele's son, I don't get it. 35 years old, he's still a loser. He just hasn't shaped up. The son. After 6 months in jail for drug trafficking, now he's been arrested on suspicion of money laundering.
Unbelievable.
He was freed on December 17th from 6 months in jail, and now he's back at it again. And about that drug thing, during the summer, he was detained with 17 other people. I did all my own hair and makeup for my podcast. Look at the naked picture up in the corner. Why does the screen have to freeze there? It looks like I don't even have on a bathing suit. That looks like Cat Trap. Didn't that look like Cat Trap? Oh my gosh. I'm definitely not telling my parents about this. Oh my gosh.
People won't be on a train watching this.
Yeah.
How do they get it? What do? They go to iTunes.
Load up your iTunes, and if you have a video iPod.
I don't know. Megan Mullally says her talk show is not going to be like the rest. This is how they all start out. Yeah. This is Karen from Will and Grace. So she says that she grew up with the best, like Johnny Carson, Merv Griffin, Mike Douglas. And so she wanted to incorporate some of their greatness into her own talk show, which, of course, launches in the fall. And here's her quote. I wanted to be the best of talk shows talk show. I've always been a big fan of talk shows ever since I was a kid. Carson, Merv, Mike. I think it's cool to pull elements from all the best shows. The Megan Mullally show, everybody, they say, is going to include comedy, musical skits, field segments, and a band. In other words, like Wayne Brady and, the other ones. She's not going to be seated at a desk. The set is still being worked out, but she says it's going to be something fresh and different. How fresh and different could it be? I'll be watching. She was promoting her talk show in Las Vegas. At the new TV show. I forgot what they call that convention. I've never been invited. I've never been that close to being on TV. Thus, this bootleg iTunes. It's okay. We own it. That's my baby. That's my baby. A shout out to the Question Mark Entertainment. That's all right. Hey. We're going to make it. Sorry, I spit on everybody. Sorry. That's my talk show. There it is. There it is.
That's the pink room.
That's the pink room, yep. Anyway, she says it's going to be a mix of celebrity guests, real people, an hour-long strip. She doesn't want to do whatever.
Real people.
This is real people right here. This iPod. Look at the broken down set in the background. Look at the things not even hanging on the wall. Don't ask me what I'm doing with my hair. I did it myself. That's real people. I did my own hair, my own makeup. Steve wanted to do it, but you want to know what? He'd be following me around all day. It's like 12 hours of camera shooting, the camera following me every place, only to get 3 minutes worth of script.
Wow.
No, I'm riding around on the scooter in the hall. I'm evading authority around the radio station, looking in on meetings and deciding whether I should go in or not. There's a whole lot going on. My husband's ordering the fried turkey. I don't even know if that made it into the episode. Elisa's trying to hide from the camera. Nicole forever trying to lose 10 pounds. You'll notice on my set, which is my broken down office, that I love Wonder Woman. That's my favorite superhero. She could do anything. Plus, she's got cool jewelry and a clear plane. I got to tell you something. Before we go into the break, can I just talk about Keith Sweat? Keith, let me find out you are lying about having this hotel and you're just doing this for publicity.
Whoa.
Well, all I have to do is say something, and that's why I love this show. Kyle Samuels immediately Google, iTunes, the whole Keith Sweat process, whatever, and came up with this. Wendy says, I looked for the website for the S Hotel in Atlanta. There's no website or phone number. So I called the Atlanta Convention Center and the Visitors Bureau, and they have no record of any S Hotel.
Keith, no.
Keith, what are you doing, and how long did you think you could continue this charade?
Keith, no.
You with your hotel with the flat screen. Listen to what the hotel boasts, Keith Sweat and the S Hotel. And here I am wondering like a dummy, because I'm always thinking, if you don't count people's money, you don't know what people have. Right. You don't know what kind of rich friends they might have, in addition to their own funds, and what kind of long arm of strength they might have with the loan officers at the bank. You don't know. The S Hotel is supposed to cut the ribbon on Valentine's Day, everybody. S for Sweat. 294 rooms, 4 stars in Atlanta. 4 stars it's being rated. Flat screen TVs, CD, DVD players, high-speed wireless internet. Luxurious. In the meantime, I can tell you what is popping off in Atlanta, according to Kyle Samuels, who found out the information. Good detective work, Kyle. He's trying to get everybody this sweat into Atlanta to check him out at the Atlanta Civic Center, featuring Usher, Cut Close, Charlie Wilson, and Silk.
Wow.
Keith, are you trying to hoodwink and bamboozle?
That's why when you saw him, you probably didn't even mention it to me.
Clever. Smarter than the average Negro. What would Coretta think? Look what you're doing.
He's got a dream.
Yeah. I actually thought that Jesse Jackson looked handsome today. Is that wrong? He's not a bad-looking man. He's got a big, strong head. It is big and strong. Big and strong. He looks handsome in his suit. And he was standing over Mrs. King's casket. And then he touched it like he was standing with his arms folded over his privates. Like, I don't want any more babies outside of my marriage. Man. Although I noticed he wasn't wearing his wedding ring. So I guess they're officially divorced. I don't know. I lost track. But then he took his hands from in front of him and put him on the casket like he was sending, powers. And, I mean, he was friends with the Kings and whatnot. Family type friends. But it's very, very sad. All those people, over 10,000 people. People were upset that they were turned away, too. People were out there since 4 o'clock in the morning and turned away. And boy, and today is the 6th anniversary of Big Pun's passing. Yeah. And what is today? The 7th. And in 1 month and 2 days, Cool C gets it. Or is it Steady B? Is it Steady B or Cool C? one of them's in jail for life. The other one's going to get the chair on March 9th. Listen, we need to go into the break. And when we come back, we're going to finish out the show. You know, I'd be delighted to take your phone calls. I have a few letters that I wanted to read that were left over from Advice Hour. I wanted to talk about that. Dear Wendy, I teach Saturday school in order to get our students prepared for state testings coming up in March. I have to tell you, waking up on a cold Saturday morning is the killer. However, I have to say that last week, I tuned in and you were on the radio. Your voice made my morning. Oh, there's somebody who listens Saturday morning to the Best Of shows. There you go. Mrs. Diodine. Oh. And they call her Dio for short. And she puts she makes her eye with a heart over top. I thought I'd outgrow that. I'd make my eye with the O. All 12-year-old-ish. Big bubbly writing with that circle for instead of a dot, a circle. I catch myself when I make notes to his school, Like I can't be writing a teacher with a, As a matter of fact, it'd be better if I didn't write at all, if I could just email. That's okay, I'm working on that. I'm working on it. All right, you guys, keep it where you got it. We'll continue next on WBLS. 107.5 WBLS presents the WBLS Diet Pepsi Getaway and Play Trip a Day.
Get aboard JetBlue Airways and be our guest.
March 30th through April 2nd at the luxurious 5-star El Conquistador Resort and Country Club in Puerto Rico.
Lose yourself in the vibrant beauty of this grand hotel.
Perched on a 300-foot cliff overlooking the Atlantic and Caribbean Ocean. Relax and be pampered at the Golden Door Spa, El Con's tranquil path to inner and outer peace. Oh, hell, let's get to the point. We're going to party. We're going to have fun. I got DJ Quad coming from Jersey and JC Jace coming from Brooklyn and SNS coming from uptown. We're leaving nothing to chance. Keisha Coles is going to be entertaining us, and I need you to be at my private island party. It's Palomino Island. Come on, let's go to Puerto Rico. Hey, the party is sponsored in part by Bally's. Get your Bally's on, because we gonna party. Oh, and don't miss Steve Harvey's Celebrity Golf Classic.
Presented by Tyler Perry's Madea Goes to Jail, back at the Beacon Theater, May 9th through May 14th. Listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show each weekday morning at 7:15 a.m. He'll let you know when to call in to win. Be the correct caller and pack your bags for the WBLS Getaway and Play Trip a Day to the El Conquistador Resort in Puerto Rico. Or call Sheer Travel 1-888-212-4534 and book your trip to join us.
It's the WBLS Trip a Day Getaway.
Courtesy of Diet Pepsi. Light, crisp, refreshing.
And the station giving you fun in the sun.
107.5 WBLS.
What's up? This is your girl Takara, and you're listening to the bonus hour on WBLS, where anything goes.
Thanks, Takara. I am reading this very, very long fax from somebody who's very concerned for Mariah Carey and Jay-Z, and the man that Mariah is apparently involved with a church, and they're saying that the pastor, Reverend, and they list his name, and I won't say it, or the name of the church, but it is no secret amongst various Brooklyn pastors, bishops, and apostles that have affiliation with this pastor. They say he has a severe problem with the flesh, this particular pastor. Well, what else is new? Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Mary. They're saying that he's using Mariah's celebrity status to try to build this church up. And he's been telling people that Jay-Z and Usher are coming to the church. Everybody's got to hustle, even the pastors. Calvin's on line number 5. Calvin, darling, I'm about to give away a prize. Do you want to talk about Isaiah Thomas's How You Doing, Son, or do you want to hang up to win the prize?
I want to win the prize.
Okay, well, let's talk first, and then I'll give away the prize, because I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay. Hey, it was an article in the Post last week, and it was the whole big thing. Remember when they talking about the Isaiah Thomas, the neglected father and all that? And they had the interview with the son, right?
Right.
So they went to a whole interview, and the son talking about, how bad he did and how he lived and whatever, and what have you. But then he talked about, like, he was into poetry and whatever. And he said, yeah, he even wrote a couple poems. And then at the end of the interview, they it's like sort of like slipped out, and one in which he dedicated to his high school boyfriend.
Yes.
You saw that what you call it?
Yes.
That article.
And I said
What do you think?
How you doing?
That piece didn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Yeah, well, you said it, not me, but I was thinking it. Okay, now hang up and call back. I'm looking for caller number 10 on the phone.
Okay, and I got to call back?
I'm sorry, Calvin. Calvin,
all right,
sorry.
no problem, dog. Take care, huh?
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Caller number 10 and caller number 11. I got back-to-back prizes right now. I gave away the Puerto Rico trip earlier today. It's come to my attention that Steve tells you what time to listen in the morning. And he said, today he said, listen to Wendy at 6:15 for the trip. Problem is that I've been giving away the trip in the 5 and 6 o'clock hour for the past few weeks. Wow. And I told Goose and Taryn when I came in today, I said, you know what? Let's shake things up a bit. Let's give it away in the first break of the show at the 2 o'clock hour. Well, from now on, I'll follow the rules. Whenever Steve says I'm giving away the trip, you can listen, and within a half hour of what time he says, I'll be giving it away. Don't hold me to the exact time, though. You know what I mean. But right now, I've got a Wendy's Baubles gift pack featuring a James K. Key to Her Heart pendant. This is a beautiful pendant, diamonds and gold, gorgeous. It's valued at $250. And in addition to the pendant, you're going to get tickets to get on the bus to go to Foxwoods Resorts and Casino, stay overnight on Saturday, February 11th. Hold on. To check out the Genuine, Jagged Edge, Donnell Jones, and Case show at the Foxwoods Theater. Isn't that great? Of course. You want this, and it's free. Caller number 10 and caller number 11. You dial now. This hour of the show is sponsored by Nissan Parts and Service. St. Ives, the collagen elastin moisturizer. Boy, I thought I was going to be able to come back from the break and gossip. Yeah, I pitched nothing in the first part of the break, so now it's all pitch, commercials. Well, I'm a St. Ives spokesperson. I'll be honest with you. Just like LA Weight Loss, you hear me talk about it, it's because I believe in it. And I only agree to, be a spokesperson for products that I believe in. And I'll tell you why I believe in St. Ives. First of all, it works. Second of all, next to Love's Baby Soft, it is probably the oldest beauty product that I'm still using. Oh, they still make Love's Baby Soft. Shut up. I walked in the hall yesterday. As a matter of fact, last week. Here it is right here. It comes in the aerosol can, though, like hairspray now, but it still smells like it did back when we used Love Baby Soft and Bonnie Bell, because we were doing it in 5th grade. Right, girls? But I used to use St. Ives products when I was in college. They were affordable. They worked. Boston winters are very, very cruel. And, you want to be soft and you want to be supple because, all them boys. And St. Ives, it just worked. And, years have passed by, and sure, there are lots of other moisturizers out, and some, $125 an ounce or whatever. I don't choose to buy that. I like to go to the Dwayne Reed or the Target, whatever. I pick up my St. Ives. So I just wanted to tell you that the Collagen Elastin Moisturizer is great. It's a tough winter. Your skin is dry. The collagen elastin, well, you know what the collagen does. That prolongs the beauty and the youthful effect of your skin. It contains protein found in young, healthy skin. They mimic it and they put it in a tube and they sell it for next to nothing. You can't beat St. Ives products. And while this is not a commercial about the apricot scrub, I'll be doing that soon. Okay. I love the St. Ives product. They're effective and they're affordable, and that's why I'm a spokesperson, and that's why you always hear me talk about St. Ives. It's a commercial. Damn it, and now it's time to go. I'm Going over to the Laugh Factory. Oh, no, it is not Wednesday. It is Tuesday, but it's a very special Tuesday because it's National Black HIV and AIDS Awareness Day. And I'm going to host a safe sex comedy night. I'm actually not hosting the whole night. I'm going by to say, hey. Exactly. So I'm going by for a good cause to the Laugh Factory, and whatever you all are doing for the rest of your evening, make it a safe one. I love you for listening today. Don't forget, Vaughn's up next with Quiet Storm on 107.5. Hey, this is the station you can rely on. Don't forget to wake up with Steve Harvey in the morning, and whatever time he says, listen to Win for Puerto Rico, we got to follow the rules tomorrow. Do it when Steve says. 107.5 WBLS. Good night.
Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.